Getting the show on the road. I think it's blue for attacking this one, right? Yes, okay. If I can spell correctly. Perfect. All right. Oh, the title didn't update. 1 second. OBS sometimes likes to be sticky and not actually publish what I want it to, but that's something we've dealt with for a long time, so it doesn't really matter on that
Another
regard.
month. Happy Friday the 13th, you all.
Alright. Getting in the zone here. Michael, thanks for the 15-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Feel free to refresh the page if the title is still wrong. Let me know, and I will try to fix it again. But otherwise, how are you all doing on this fine Friday evening? Wee Woo here. Today we're going to be doing FNF, and I am guaranteeing there's going to be a mission dev stream after, because I have to make the Karma Cut mission file. Then I'm probably going to be playing more Core Keeper with Bloodwing. And then maybe in the evening we'll do some other stuff. But I'll be talking a lot about what's been going on during the mission dev stream, and I might, give a few things here and there about, my schedule and whatnot. But plans for things like Daisy, special events, and all this other stuff that I got to get scheduled. But let's go ahead and focus on Friday Night Fights here. So this is made by Elliot here. Background for this mission is the Russian army fought a bloody battle in Norway as both sides retreat. Neither is in a state to fight again, so Canadian reinforcements approach from the south. Norwegian forces have regrouped on the west, while Russia is forced to stand and fight, but a prolonged engagement will spell their doom. Area of operations vid is a cold area with snow most of the time of the year. Green valleys divide the otherwise rocky terrain, but they quickly turn white when summer ends. The region lies above the polar circle, meaning that there's no sun no matter the time. Lovely. Alright, game mode here is Add Sector. Basically, how this is going to work today is Blue 4 is the attacking faction, Op 4 is the defending faction for this round, which is round 1, by the way. Op 4 have 3 zones to defend. If the attackers, in this case Blue 4, enter the zone with a number advantage compared to Op 4, the defenders, I think it's a 90-second timer will start counting down. If at any point that number advantage is interrupted because someone gets knocked out, leaves the sector, dies, so on and so forth, the timer will reset until the attackers have the number advantage again. Once the 90 seconds pass, the sector is captured, and the sector cannot be recaptured by the defenders. Also, that wind is going to be a bit annoying, but we got to work with that. So, attackers win if they kill all the defenders or take all the zones. Defenders win if they are able to at least hold one zone or kill all of the attackers. Otherwise, that is how the mission roughly goes. Dream is going to be covering round 2 with me, and then round 3 is going to be another experimental round. So I just want to answer those questions before someone asks. Actually, Dwarves just asked, so good time in there. Mission variables here. Render distance is going to be 1,500 meters. Magnified optics is blank, so I got to check some of the kits just to see if that's on or off. No NVG equipment, and the defender build points is 150, which is 25 above the standard 125 we see. Looking at the kits, I don't see magnified optics down, so there is no magnified optics for this scenario. Medium anti-tank is not set because there are no vehicles, so I guess they just decided not to have medium anti-tank. That's fine. Kits are going to be Canadian forces. Loadouts are going to be Cal C1A1s or FN Lars. Basically, 20 rounds, 7.62 by 51 NATO battle rifles, or Colt carbines if they want 30 rounds of 5.56 in a rifle. 1911s for the handgun. Support weapons are going to be 249s or FN Mags. FN Mags for Delta's medium machine gun team. M249s for Alpha Bravo and Charlie's auto rifleman. M136 is for the single shot disposable AT weapon, which can be used as a noob tube or a shock weapon. as long as they can hit someone, right? And then crew and aviation doesn't matter because there's no crew and aviation slots. Their assets are literally just, I believe, 10 Land Rover transports. Op 4, meanwhile, their uniforms are going to be 1980s Russian khaki kits here. So you have your platoon leader, platoon sergeant, squad leader, team leader, auto rifleman, assistant, grenadier, grenadier IR. Grenadier IRs have the Hunt 40mm, or Hunt IR 40mm camera grenades. They fire up in the air, parachute down, gives them a nice bird's eye view camera, really great for squads to get their bearings. But otherwise, you got the machine gunner, machine gun assistant, combat engineer, which have the choice of 4 different types of ordnance, 2 explosive satchels, which you can also throw like a meter, but it creates a very big explosion. And if the building is destroyable, it will destroy the building. Really great for taking out fortifications. Or 4 explosive charges, which you can throw a little farther, but they're basically just an improved grenade if we're going to be talking about ballistics for it. Or 4 trip mines, 2 being HE that can kill people, 2 being flare, which can alert you, or 3 AT mines. Op 4 being on the defense, we'll probably see most of them take satchels. Light anti-tank, which is an RPG 26 there. Medium anti-tank, 1 in assist, which doesn't matter for this round. Same with 2 in assist, don't matter. RI, RS, and SMP also don't matter because they were part of a group called X-Ray, which we haven't seen in years. DMR, though, is important for Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. That appears to be some sort of SVD. I would say an early gen Dragunov, but we'll look in a second. And then crewman, crew lead, pilot, doesn't matter, medics, yeah, whatever. Loadout's going to be AK-74s or AKS-74Us. Or PM handguns, RPKs for the light machine gunners, PKMs for the medium machine gunners in Delta. Light anti-tank's going to be an RPG-7, and they have a second rocket as well. And then crew and aviation, even though this is the best choice in the world, doesn't matter because there's no crew and aviation slots. Otherwise, their assets are just 2 transport trucks to utilize here. Otherwise, looking at Blue Fort, we have... Okay, command's all the way in the bottom. Pierce is commanding Blue Fort. Oh, boy. Steve is going to be leading Alpha. His marksman rifle for Blue 4 is going to be a Mark 14. Awesome. And those are going to be scope. Yep. But otherwise, nothing else in Alpha actual. Alpha 1 just has Kabubi Face, Skip, Zoni, and Vagrant together. Alpha 2 has Schnuffles leading Omri, Tomer, Artisan, Flux, Elec, and Ash. So some members of Pepega up there. Bravo being led by NASA. Major Khan as the marksman, Ash as the medic. Swola leading Bravo 1 with Horana, Tackleberry, Wheaton, and Banks together. No leadership in Bravo 2 with just Rocky, Dewidux, Wayne, Depso, Gandalf, Pingus, and Mikas together. Kiri leading Charlie, Dream being the 2 ICG legs being the marksman, Huel being the medic. Jim Style leading Charlie 1 with Olaf, Nordic, General, Gravy, Lolo, and Seismo together. Charlie 2 just has Alexander, Sam, and Charlotte all together. Charlotte's on the multi, by the way, and I believe Yanni is also on the multi if you do exclamation point multi. I put that in the title, right? Yes, I did. Awesome. And then we've got Ben B leading Delta. Looks like he's merged some of Delta 2 with him, so he's got Hunt, Mediumate, Elliot, Davik, and Slig. Davik and Mediumate being the MMG gunners with the FN mags, and then Lolo and Zixme being the FN mini gunners. Sorry, they're using the enhanced movement glitch to fly around, but you also have, looks like Luck's taking a leadership position for the Delta 1, so he's got Cheese and Kermit also under him to be assistants for the machine guns. Otherwise, looking over at Op 4, we have Arkin commanding, with Shuttle as the platoon medic. Oddball leading Alpha with Lennox. Yep, that is an old-style SVD Dragunov. And Duitson being the medic for Alpha. Alpha 1 has Luce leading Thompson, Kowalski, Butler, Martin, Rodriguez, and Crazy together, and there is no Alpha 2. Bravo being led by Yanni, so scan your recon on Op 4. Katz as the marksman, Malin as the group's medic, Cullis, Iander, Dobbs, and Daedalus all together in Bravo 1 with no leadership. No leadership in Bravo 2 either, it's just Puma, Cocaine, Huey, Nimia, Nemesis, Flying Fin, and Daviu. Norris leading Charlie with Deb taking the marksman role, Iqbal taking the medic, Sholin leading Charlie 1 with Renara, Lysander, Piros, Harrington, and Kale together, Tim Kappa leading Charlie 2 with PJ, Legend, Patriot, and ID together. Bestafar leading Delta 2, looks like they're only leading the Delta Fire team because they only have a handful of people, so it's Vanderhuge and Fenarvis taking the PKMs with Swede as the 2IC, not 2IC, excuse me, the ammo bearer, and then Bestafar is leading it as a team, and then we have a little chunk of Alpha 2 down here, which just has Blam and Woodbury, so interesting choices there. Otherwise, looking at the sectors here, Sector 3 is this little chunk of buildings here, which isn't too bad. Some of these areas you can get on the second story. This one, though, not so much, but they can always build fortifications to get up to the roof and fortify the rooftops, but having this office building here, it's not good and it's not bad either because there's not a lot of cover for Op 4 to utilize because you can barely go prone over this, but with these high mountaintops, you can easily still get sniped. So Sector 3 is okay. It could be better. Sector 1 here, at least it has a perimeter going for it, but you also have ridges here that Op 4 is going to have to take to give proper overwatch, and those will need to be assaulted and pushed back before Blue 4 could come in. So that's a little bit better. But again, those ridges are very, very menacing. And then you've got Sector 2 over here, which is this construction complex, which offers a lot of spots of cover because it's, you know, construction. It's got a nice perimeter fence with it, some decent open areas around it too. But again, a lot of big overwatching areas for Blue 4 to utilize. So I'm going to be honest, Blue 4, they can just take the ridges and then send forces down. However, Blue 4 has to watch out for the overwatch fallacy, which is my little term for if too many people are up on the ridges just plinking at people and no one's actually going in and doing the objective, you're not going to win because you're just going to send little picket forces down and they're going to get picked off by whatever's actually still defending. But we'll see where that all goes. Dream, we saw him earlier. He is playing on the ground today. I'm going to be honest, I forgot where, because I say the name so damn fast they don't process in my short-term memory. He's somewhere in here. But he'll be covering with me for round 2 and maybe round 3. We'll see how things go. Doctor, I do. Shoot me a message on Discord and I'll give you a link. Dark Tide or the new Starship Trooper stuff? Rocker? We'll see. If I'm going to stream Dark Tide, though, I want to stream it either with Tiger or Dante. Because those two know how to rock a good build. I'll be honest, right now, I'm only really working on trying to make my veteran any good. Because I've got either plans for my other classes or I've got really good builds for them. So I'm just kind of figuring things out. Though I did get a really nice one-handed chainsword with, what was it? The Tier 4 Bleed Blessing, and then a Tier 3 Wrath for Cleave. And I've been running that through Damnation.
Nothing
it's been fine.
like graduating from Bunnius and getting to watch FNF all in the same day.
Korvac. What, you graduate high school or college, broski? But nonetheless, thanks for a 22-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. What happened to OFCRA? What do you mean RGA? We covered OFCRA yesterday. It was another one of those OFCRA versus BIA missions, and it was crazy with the air power. I actually got that video already cut up and ready to upload on the PvP Shenanigans channel. I need to spend a day probably at the end of this month scheduling the next set of videos for that channel too, because we have videos scheduled up to the beginning of December in the PvP Shenanigans channel. And then I think I have another like 2 or 3 months ready to go as well, so we'll see how things go. But there was jet PvP, there was AA Sidewinder PvP with all these helicopters, plenty of stingers. There was a AAA piece that Op4 was using against infantry. It was awesome. And it was a very close game, too. It's just Blue 4 made one mistake with their VIP and got spotted, and that was the game. All right, otherwise, looking at the map, so it looks like Op4 is going to mainly be holding Sector 2 and 1 and covering both ridges. Here we got some forces heading out. Blue 4... mounting everything up. It looks like they're going to also come up and hit these ridges. Now, Blue 4 was smart. They would go on either the extreme left or right of this AO and just sweep them left to right or right to left, depending on where they start. That way they can constantly bump the forces to the next ridge. And I'm going to be honest, I think the best way to do it would actually be left or right, because, yes, you do have a gap right here to get to this next ridge, but by then, Op4 is going to be on their last legs, and so are you. So at that point, you'll still have southern ridge dominance if you take both of the ridges first and then move in on the sectors just to push forces out, but we'll see how things go. Papega has a handful of guys on Blue 4 led by Pierce. Scandi has a full squad today, and Charlotte is on somewhere. Again, I forget. Charlie 2 Delta. Or, geez, Charlie 2 Blue 4, because Delta's after. My bad. And I've just been handed another multi, 1 second, by Zoni. And I believe Zoni is... I could be wrong, but I think Zoni's Papega Pirates. But I feel like that's true, but I could be wrong, so my bad if I am. Doctor, I see your friend request. I'll get that sorted between rounds 1 and 2. By the way, some other news, there is another DayZ server being worked on. I've been made aware of it. It's going to take another few days to a week for it to get set up, but once we get into its the habit of it, we'll be bringing back DayZ on the schedule. For those of you who don't know, we had a DayZ server. It got taken down because Ghost Wolf became super busy IRL because he lives in South Africa. And if you don't know what's going on in South Africa, to give a quick TLDR, their power grid is suffering heavily. So they have to do a lot of load shedding, and there's a lot of big problems that's causing on the entire economy. So Ghost Wolf had to literally move towns to find a new job to support himself. So he isn't able to do the DayZ server anymore. So that went down, but I've got another guy working on it who has a lot of experience. And he's giving this as a gift to my community. So really appreciate him for that. We'll name drop him when the time comes, but... yeah, we'll be getting back in the habit of everything, so just got to give me time. And yeah, there is... That's the one thing, I think, out of everything for Arma 3, the most, like, realistic thing is the thunder effects. Like, that'll make me look outside sometimes because it just sounds so damn realistic. Alright, so we've got Deb coming up here as a Dragunov gunner. Blue 4, it looks like they're blitzing everything on the ice caps over here to move it in on the left side, so we'll see how things go. Zonia's IDAP, gotcha. It's just PP and IDAP, gotcha, Korvac, thank you. Thank you for the clarification. I don't see there being any rush play here. If anything, Blue 4 is going to try to take the Overwatch territory and then move forces in up for have a really strong defense around Sector 1. But this could really swing either way. By the way, guys, can you read me what the prediction was in terms of spread for points? I'm always curious how that stuff goes. $44 blue, 66 red. I'm going to be honest. I'm leaning towards Op4 here because previous missions on Vita have favored the defenders, if we're talking about FNF's track record, but it's been close. In the mid-game, but after that kind of falls apart because the past two missions we've seen, it's kind of favored whoever has taken the initiative. And it's just been the defenders because they've been closer to the objectives because they're defending them, so... I feel like we're leaning towards the defense on this one, but it could still change around. Yeah, you're right. It'll be 56 red, not 66, because that would make 110. But they've got some decent defense lines being formed here, so we'll just have to see how things go. But yeah, I'm going to be honest, guys. Right now, I'm in the process of just editing my entire backlog. I've got a new plan going for that, but I need to now that I've cut some pieces down, I got to put them through Sony Vegas and touch them up and then start uploading on the main channel again. I'll give a few uploads there, and then I'll just publish a quick video just explaining the whole situation with that. But the main goal right now will be just... How would I word this? I've been focusing on commission work. And now that that's all stabilized, my next big thing is to, you know, get my main channel going, then possibly look into a TikTok or something. But DayZ coming back, I gotta now get that sorted and, you know, just be productive as I also work on some stuff IRL. Well, here's the thing about Pierce plays. Because, oh no, Pierce is on offense. Never mind, I thought he was playing defense command. But yeah, no, Pierce plays on offense can be really, really crazy. But we do see a lot of open ground dismounts here, which is a little worrisome. If anything, I would send 1 or 2 guys in a car and just kind of scout the route, and if they take fire, immediately bug them out. Looks like we got some far shooting over here, as Blue 4 have detected a few guys in this position. They actually hit Lennox over here with that suppressive fire, so that's going to push these guys off the ridge. And this is what I'm worried about, especially, look at this position right here. Look at, like, literally perfect marksman overwatch from that hill, as long as I can hit their shots. And then you got some other pretty decent overwatch over here. Though the openings of the hills kind of start working in the enemy's favor, but I mean from this spot, for example, that gives really great flank capability right there. But this is definitely gonna be a longer mission because Blue 4 have taken contact right here, and they're still gonna have 3 sectors to sweep through. So unless Blue 4 mounts up in a Vic and tries assaulting from a different area, this is gonna be a long round. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Bastille, how you doing, broski? Is that a flare round? That's a flare round. Huh. So, Lennox has actually been picked off. He was the marksman, and I guess he tried to move, and he was immediately taken out by members of Charlie here. It had to have been. Oh yeah, I mean, as long as you can hit your shots, and I'm going to be honest, I'd rather have the Mark 14 in this situation than the SVD, because I hate the SVD's scope. I hate any scope with the upside-down V. I don't know why, I just can never hit shit with that damn, with any scope with that damn upside-down V. It breaks my brain.
Yeah, whoever this is on top of the
Is it a
house needs to
Susat?
look
Yeah, then
right
it's a
south,
Susat.
southwest right now.
Malin, you have a skill issue. Also, you're a medic. Get out of here. Get out of here, you dirty little... Alright, so this is a Scandia Recon blocking position. There's only 3 of them. There's about to be a massive horde over here, but you can see the skylines. Right there was another one, so we'll see. I think they're starting to turn and engage. They're plinking off targets over here. Wow. They got a headshot right off the bat. That was one of the Delta guys, too. There goes Meaty Mate. 9 paid actors for his 9 kills. Oh yeah, that's what happens when you get shot in the head. You do tend to instantly die, don't you? They're taking some return fire from there. We've got some forces folding down and coming around. Blue 4 transitioning some forces over here on Overwatch. I don't necessarily agree with that. I feel like they should be focusing 1 AO at a time, so if they send more forces up and start doing Ridge, I guess that puts pressure on Op 4 so they can't redeploy more forces and counterattack, though. It's a decision I don't agree with, but I also don't disagree with because there's merits for both. And then you got Katz here who's playing marksman with that SVD. He runs out. Both sides, Op 4 only has 2 transport trucks, and Blue 4 had a bunch of transport Land Rovers, so it's infantry only otherwise. Alpha's being smart and bringing their transport with them. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea why Alpha's all the way, or excuse me, why Bravo's all the way back here. Seems like a bit of a redundant position, I guess because they want to cover the left flank, but in this big of an AO, it would be very unlikely to see Op 4 over here in this large town. Again, I see where Blue 4 is going with this, though. They want to set up everything on this left side and then sweep the AOs left to right. That I agree with 100%, because you don't want to attack 2 of these sectors at the same time, because if Op 4, at that point, you're just trying to divide these sectors up to divide and conquer. And looks like Charlie realized that they were overextending and are now trying to come over here so they can overwatch from that side. Again, this I agree with 100%. It's just they're going to be taking some sporadic fire from machine gun teams from different positions, but they're just going to have to contend with that, mainly their marksmen. But so far, Meaty's been the only KIA, and then for Op 4, Lennox has been the only KIA, but I think his marksman rifle got left up here. I actually don't even see it, so maybe it was taken. Nope, there it is. And this is definitely a marksman's paradise. Now you got Blue 4 getting in the low ground, but we've got Davu here. He's got a Plum AK-74 mag in that puppy. That's kind of nice. We hear some explosives going off. That was to try to take out this building, but this is a building unique to Vita, so I'm not sure it has destroyable textures. Now you're seeing machine gunners opening up as Op 4 elements are trying to reposition here to set up a new set of defenses. But it looks like they're actually completely abandoning Sector 2. And I get that. There's a lot more places to hide a force in Sector 1, and they don't want to be pushed from too many sides. The only thing I'd say, though, is put some explosive satchels around this puppy. You know, make them pay for it. But I'm a little worried about this man over here. I feel like he's a little lost, because the rest of his force is all the way back here. What I'm curious about, though, is Bravo going to back Alpha up, or is Bravo going to now go on the northern ridges? Because here's the thing. Delta you would want on Overwatch because they have the medium machine guns. So they would be perfect to be on the ridge here. But what I'm worried about is, again, the Overwatch fallacy. If we only have Alpha going through here, but it looks like Bravo's coming to reinforce as well. But I feel like Delta needs to transition and get on this northern ridge. But if anything, you'd want Delta on the ridge that's secured, and you'd want the whole infantry squad to go on the northern one because you should expect enemy infantry to come from the north. And then the AOs are closer on the northern sides as well. So if you wanted to transition infantry from the ridge down into the valley, you'd want an infantry squad to do that, not your weapon squad with your medium machine guns. So right off the bat, I'm a little worried about that. I can understand why you wouldn't want to commit Delta on the ridge, though, in case they get flanked, but at that point, that's a risk you're going to have to take, and at least you're drawing out an enemy squad to do that, which is going to mean in the actual AOs where it matters, there's less infantry for you to fight at a time. Plus, it just means you don't overextend Delta, kind of like what Charlie's doing right now. They're overextending themselves. But you got Sector 1 being captured now. This man is lost. I think he was told to go east, and he heard west. So he's going west. Also, I have not started a sticky note yet for my highlights, so let me go ahead and do that now. FNF 1013. Cool. Alright. Yeah, so now you got parts of Alpha fighting with the Charlie 2 group that moved on. A little worried about this because I think Deb slipped off, but he's actually found a really nice nook right here to do Overwatch from. He's just got to wait for his enemies to come in. But I'd imagine, yeah, Delta's now moving up with there, so I don't think... No, so as I predicted, Bravo is going for Northern Ridge control. And again, what's really worrisome about this is we're not going to see a lot of infantry actually assaulting at this point. We'll see Bravo 1 on the Northern Ridge, but I think there's going to be too many forces on Overwatch, which right now it's fine. But as they run into the main group of resistance down here, the defenders are going to have the number advantage. We're going to see the attackers get defeated in detail because they started with an 8% number advantage, but too many people on Overwatch not actually committing to the fight. It's just that time and time issue we see again in FNF of the attackers kind of sell themselves short. That's not the right way to put it. They don't set themselves up for success because they got way too many forces in too many different areas here. We had a knockout here on Nordic. I'm going to be honest, Op 4, let's look at where they are. So we've got a few guys on this Overwatch position. I think they're just meant to plink at whatever comes in here because we do have an AT piece. We do have Alpha entirely on top of this building. They were covering for a left flank assault in case Blue 4 took the easy route in. So they're just right now being a vanguard, but that's also going to create a nice fallback position if they feel like they can push to Sector 3 and hold that. So I get why they're keeping that force there. And then the rest of Op4 are also on decent overwatch positions, but they've got a sizable chunk of infantry in the town. Plus, this overwatch position can easily fold in, but it's also literally a stopping point for any infantry down here to come in as well. And this is really the only route they can take, because any other infantry for Blue 4 that come in are going to get shredded by overwatch positions. So, this position especially is very powerful, and the only way it's going to get knocked is if Blue 4 sets up machine guns and hits them from this heightened area, or they have Bravo for Blue 4 come around and hit it from the north. Look at those GLs. Wow. It looked like they weren't close enough, but you got multiple knockouts right here. I mean, that is very good. But we're 14 minutes in. One sector's already down. I'm just worried based off of the pacing, but we actually have a really nice L formation right here with Bravo sneaking around on the northern side. At least I think that's Bravo 1. So this could still go anywhere. I'm just really worried that if these groups try to transition down and attack, they'll get slaughtered, but maybe Alpha will be able to push in on this position. Because they still got some decent cover right here, and it looks like they're just trying to pick off positions from afar at the moment. And we do have the last guy slowly coming back after he's realized he might be in the wrong spot. Ooh, why do we have these guys running out in the open over here? I think maybe, yeah, so they're trying to push Malin out to help with this, these two people down over here, that's why. So that's a very risky move, but that's going to end up weakening that position. And it might give the Blue 4 elements enough of an advantage here to actually push and assault this area, because these guys are clearly focused on Overwatch. And then we got Daviu coming on the rear here. Based off of the size of the AO2, I'm not sure Op4 is going to be able to play for the clock as well. Because I feel like Blue 4, if they're prompted, will just load up a vehicle and go capture that sector real quick. Yeah, they'll take a little bit of fire, but there's no one down to actually play defense. So it's basically 30 minutes to take this zone. And that's going to be tough. But we got Op4 putting smokes up here. One of them died. Medic has made it to start working on other people, but oh, the medic gets shot! Wait, no, the other guy got shot. The medic, oh, he gets shot too! Oh my god! Block just iron-sighted those two dudes. And now he's confirming that he got him. Damn. That's one hell of a good iron sight. Okay, yeah, I might have just caster cursed them, but damn. So yeah, this group's medic now being dead. If they take heavy fire, they're gonna have to pull back to another medic. So it just made the attrition that much worse for you. So these guys can accurately predict they're fighting the machine gun groups, because you basically got two ridges right here just bombarding these guys. And most of Blue 4's weaponry are single shot. Whereas Op 4 have the fully automatic AKs. Explosive traps going off, but they're way too late. And Daviu is still sneaking around back here. Looks like we had one guy, Depso was ahead, but he got picked off. But it looks like we're seeing a big transition of forces here. I guess Blue 4 don't like how open this area is. They're going to pull around and try to assault this ridge from the northern side first. And what's really confusing me is Bravo 1 is all the way up here on their own. But it looks like they're being deployed now. So we'll see what they transition to. But now Blue 4, they've got control of this ridge. We'll probably see some of Charlie fold down over here and come around, but they're going to run right into that alpha blocking position. And then these forces are going to transition, take that hilltop, and then disseminate down into the wood line, and then push up into that position. So it's really just going to be up to Op4 to keep plinking people off, and we do see the plinks going. We got Blue 4 getting knocked out here and there. G-Leg's on 2 kills as the marksman, but looks like he was knocked out. This position down to 4 people. They had a KIA up here. And we just had another knockout. Taking marksman fire, but the marksman can't seem to line the shot up on him. It's because he has an iron sight. I thought that was a marksman actually getting close plinks on him, but I guess not. Knocked out guy woke back up. We only have 2 people remaining on this ridge. One of them is trying to fall back. Iander has gone in the wrong direction, and now he is taking heavy machine gun fire as he continues to move in the wrong direction. I'd imagine he's drunk. And he gets knocked out. Bravo 1 has dismounted. Now they're going to be trying to assault the Delta Op4 position. And they're only down to a handful of guys because they're at 50% strength. You see 2 bodies and 2 people down. I see a little bit of morphine use there. So these guys are just going to plink those guys off and take that ridge. And I'm a little worried for Op4 at this point because their infantry's so spread out. They've folded these guys back. They're now holding them as a final stand in the last sector. AT fired on this position. Shots immediately raining out. They get the headshot on 1. There's still a handful more. GL's going way over. Oh, I was waiting for that. Where was the team leader in the grenade launcher? That wasn't Swola. That was Tackleberry who was given the GL, and he just finished them off with that second one. Oh, the brutality. Third one just to be safe. That folds them off of that position. Looks like Iander woke up again only to be shot, and Skip, I think, is going to get the double tap. He pulls his AT out? I wouldn't double tap with that, broski. I guess he's decided to take the RPG instead. There's the handgun. And there's the dead Iander. Just heard an RPG launch. They were firing at a shock weapon up on the Blue 4 infantry over here, and that made them fold back into cover briefly. Looks like Charlie 1 is also starting to scope out that final zone over there, so maybe they'll transition to go hit that as the rest of the force hits it. Because you have Blue 4 Delta staying down here and overwatching. What I'm a little worried about, though, is... Yeah, these guys are just shooting at friendlies, but they were immediately told to hold their fire. And I think Op4 just shot... Oh, no. He's pulling an Iander. Harrington. That was beautiful. Unfortunately, he was on your freaking team! Remember, friendly fire seldom is. Oh, hey, look, more! He's being yelled at, too! See, there's no one to yell at Harrington, though, so what's stopping him from just doing it again? I'm going to be honest, that is a real shame, because Op4 does need every body they can, but a lot of these guys are now on this ridge. They need to transition down. Devil Demon, thanks for the 54-month reset, broski. Damn right it's a caster curse, but I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. One second. There was a fox in my backyard, and I took a few pictures of him, but he was a cutie. Wanted to shoot those over to Vix. But I showed him the Bloodwing, they were quite nice. Ooh, great marksman shot there. That knocked out Op4 Command. So this guy, he's holding that little doorway, trying to see if anyone's going to come down that ridge. A little worried about Blue 4, though, because we only have a handful of guys coming down, but at the same time, Op4's numbers are non-existent at this point. It's because Op4, they lost all the guys up here, and none of them were able to transition down. We do see some Blue 4 getting picked off as they move in, but is it going to be enough? Can Dobbs turn and engage some of the elements here? But at the same time, Blue 4 are taking some pretty heavy attrition as they move into this sector. Will it be enough? Because they don't have anything else coming down. Again, this is the Overwatch fallacy. You got the entirety of Charlie on Overwatch, the entirety of Delta on Overwatch, and most of Bravo on Overwatch. So it's... And not even everyone in Alpha and Bravo are committing to this, because you see Alpha Actual up there, you got Bravo Actual up there, Bravo 1, Command, so it's really just Bravo 2 and Alpha 2 coming down here. So Op4 is getting a chance here, but Op4 is in no real position to support each other. It's just kind of sporadic single infantry versus sporadic single infantry. So Op4 doesn't really have any way to push on this advantage. And even though Blue 4 is making the worst assault possible here because of the Overwatch fallacy, they're going to be able to get a good chunk of kills out with this. It's just my question is, what is Pierce going to do now, since he's got so many people on the ridge but no one actually committing to the objective? This is just going to stall the game a little bit. But also makes sense why Op4 is so hunkered down. It's because they have everyone on, you know, Overwatch positions. Settler C1. Oh. Oh, no. Patriot. That's why, if I were to play demo, I would always pick the explosive satchel. Grenade's getting right up to him. Two more Blue 4 trying to fold down. They take fire, though. I'm going to be honest, if Blue 4 trickles down a team or squad at a time, Op4 still has a pretty solid chance here. In reality, Blue 4 should have Op4 here dead to rights because of numbers, but Blue 4's doing it. Now you got Alpha being ordered to do a crazy counterattack, but they're just getting plinked off from the ridges. That's really unfortunate. They'd be better off hunkering against the ridges here, but... Oh, I guess anything that can still trickle in and play defense is good. That's a very messy call. He's got Micus trying to look in here. Honestly, if Blue 4 had two squads, like Alpha and Bravo together, Charlie was on where Bravo and parts of Alpha are, and Delta was just left up here to do Overwatch, this would be fine. Pierce, I think, put wait. Oh my god, wait. Yeah. Yeah, see the problem. See the problem here. This is a problem. Because now you got this. Oh my god. So now, they're not going to be providing effective Overwatch for the elements down here, so Op4 still has a pretty solid chance here, and that's the really scary part. Well, that killed one. I don't see the blue 4 guy anymore. Yeah. But it took out the cover, and honestly, if you blow up the cover, then Overwatch should be able to hit him. But again, if the Overwatch is too busy shooting each other, then... well... Oh, that's a grenade. Oh, you're dead. Good grenade by Micus there. Again, blue 4 outnumber Op4 2-1 at this point. You got Deb in a really good spot right here. I'm sorry? What? What? But why? What are you... What? I'm sorry. That's, I did say that I hate PSOs because of the frickin' Sukkot, whatever the heck, but I wouldn't take it off. I want to see him get this kill. I want to eat my words. It's a bold strategy, Liru. Let's see if it pays off. I want to see that triangle disappear. Honest to God, if he gets the kill. I'll give it 10 more seconds. Click. Oh, and I know, and I saw Bluck today get a double kill with irons. It's just... this is an SVD with irons. And I can barely see the guy moving back out of there, but it's like, god damn. He's hitting him, though. That's what's really scaring me, is he's actually hitting Steve.
Still alive from Alpha?
So all the blue 4 that have trickled in have died. We've got another group now trickling in from the right. That's the rest of Charlie. But again, I feel like if blue 4 keeps trickling forces in, Op4 has a very solid chance. And here's the thing, blue 4 are going to have to send a force out to go take this sector as they get rushed for time. So, this shouldn't have been a stall victory, but this is going to potentially become a stall victory because blue 4's inability to fold forces from Overwatch into the sector.
We have contact compound north 016.
Air burst grenades. What are these guys doing? It would still be ragged on if the RPG actually got that kill. But yeah, I don't think Op4 want to be out in the open when all of their ridges are taken here. This guy scares me. Alright, I'm just gonna say it. That scares me. And if he got his 1 kill doing that, that scares me even more. Frickin' Peppet decided he had enough and came in. He's got a frickin', he's using the Mark 14 CQC style. Crazy? Crazy was crazy once. They locked him in a room filled with bullets. And bullets make crazy crazy. Unfortunately, here comes Peppet. Peppet has bullets. But so does Crazy. But then Crazy got shot. Oh my god. We're going to have 15-minute warning called in a little bit. And I knew this round was going to be a bit long because usually 3-sector rounds aren't that long. But I'm going to be honest, Blue 4, if they committed more units from Overwatch, they should have won by now. Because they would have been able to overwhelm this sector about 5 minutes ago, and then they would have just mounted up a car and moved over to the final sector, and that would have been it. Here's 15 minutes. And now you've got a handful of units still trickling in, and Crazy's going to hold a one-man war here. Oh, and he just got headshotted. Had to have been from behind him at that point. Yeah, all of the Alpha and Bravo groups that came from over here got wiped. So, funny enough, we have an yeah, that's Alpha Actual who's up on this ridge that came around. But what's also kind of funny is, we got Zony and Artisan. Zony's on the multi, but we have Op4 Command just chilling in some buildings back here at Blam and Shuttle. See, but what happens when these 3 members of Blue 4 get killed off? Who's going to then push in now? You're just going to see basically whatever is resembling the squad leaders take initiative to come down. I think Op4's actually won this. And that's what I was worried about upon seeing Blue 4's plan and seeing way too many people on Overwatch. And again, I don't think Op4 had any right to win this because Blue 4 have outnumbered them at least 2-1 for most of this game. And I think they still outnumber Op4 2-1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, yeah, 30. Nearly like 2.5 to 1. But because Blue 4 keeps trickling forces in, Op4 still have a good chance here. Kale gets killed off. It's just the question is going to be, is Blue 4 going to win the attrition battle? Or is Op4 going to keep together and keep this up? Grenaded ID. Good boy. And now Steve is going to sit on that grenade. Oh my god. That's why ID has the GL. Almost takes damage from that. Woo! Now it's 30-11. Is there another guy right there? Hey, he's still twitching. Now you got all of Charlie moving over. Oh no. That's gonna further divide this fight. Literally, Blue 4 is defeating themselves in detail here. So how long can those two stall, is my question. Because now Blue 4 doesn't have anything pushing into this final sector. That's going to rely on Charlie mounting up in like a car and moving in. But with 11.5 minutes to go, I think Op4 can eventually overtake Sector 3 because there's only 2 defenders. But it's like, what is going on here? Yeah, as soon as they all get out, they'll be in the sector and you'll start seeing that get taken. Shuttle should have opened up with a grenade there. Reload.
Getting shot from north.
Yeah, after 240 gets lined up on you, you've kind of lost that fight. I think Blue 4, they're going to take that sector. They still have that car. That car needed to have been disabled for Op 4 to have a better chance, because it would take Blue 4 another 5 minutes to move into this position. We'll see how long that squad of Blue 4 stays over there, but I think there's a very solid chance Op 4 has won this. I was hoping Op 4 could stall for a little longer, but 11 minutes, that sector being taken by the 10-minute mark. That gives Blue 4 enough time to mount that Vic up and have this entire squad over in a few minutes, and that might just stem the tide. Because Blue 4 at this point, they can also come into the sector with the whole number advantage and take it as well. Because you're still having these guys taking attrition damage. And Skip is about to find Norris. He just yelled hello at him. Yeah. So Blue 4, they're opting to walk it. They'll be over in about 3 minutes. That's going to give 6.5 minutes for Op 4. Oh, but they're down to 6 dudes in the sector and 1 dude outside of it. I don't know. Now it's leaning back to Blue 4 now, because Op 4 wasn't able to do too much stalling on that side. Yeah, at least he said hello before he shot him. Unless Op 4 gets a multi-kill on that group coming in, but you've got other stuff trickling in as well. I think Blue 4 have just outlasted Op 4. Because they just maintained the number advantage. And Op 4 couldn't really capitalize it other than just sitting around and waiting. If these AOs were a little further apart, then Op 4 would have won by stall, but... oh, that's tough. Now it's up to us watching players like Skip here for Blue 4, see if they can get more... oh, this is dirty. I'm wondering if he's going to use the windows. He's using this to go high. ID runs out, and I think you just saw him. Yeah. Oh. And then he takes fire by Sholin, but that was a good kill. And Butler's going to have no idea where he got dropped from at all. Here comes Blue 4 reinforcements coming in now. We're going to have 4 in the zone, 5 in the zone. So 4 Blue 4 to 5 Op 4, but again, more units are going to trickle in. Even Overwatch is going to start folding in. And now you're going to finally see what happens in a sector fight when the attackers have the numbers advantage. Which is what should have happened in the first place. Why would you throw a satchel when you're... okay, you know what, it's fine. Even took the power line out. And there's Sector 1 being captured by proxy. That was a good grenade roll. Sammy went right behind a tree to absorb all the damage. But yeah, no, Blue 4 have more people in the sector now. This is going to force Op 4 to leave the zone. Wow. Oh, that's a dirty throw. .45 seconds. Explosives being thrown, AT being utilized, 2 Op 4 down. This is it. This is GG. He dies to a grenade. Crossfire coming in. 20 seconds. Because, yeah, Blue 4 just overwhelmed with their remaining number advantage. GG. Closer than it had to be, in my opinion, but the end result was still the same. But Op4 definitely came closer to winning this than they should have, in my honest opinion here, but that is GG. Guys, you gotta hit him. Literally missing every single shot here. Wow. Damn. I didn't get any kills. Oh well. Plot armor, yeah, right? Alright, we'll see how things set up. Let me go ahead and set up for round 2. Also, I think I'm gonna be co-casting with Dream this round.
Hello.
And there he is. Hey, broski, 1 second. Alright, I was just turning off my plugin for TFAR, so I would stay in this room, and putting on voice acty so I can talk to you as I change my commands up.
Hello, Liru's chat. How are you guys? You guys excited to have me back? I know you had the stinky commands last week, but you know, you have me now. And me again. Yay.
Now we're just waiting for them to move to the next map here. Let me go ahead and pay out the prediction while we wait. Who won that one? Blue 4.
Yeah. I would like to give a very lovely shout out to my boys in Charlie. I did have to shout at them at some point because they were being silly. But we pushed down and made it. And we cleared out Sector 3. And then I told, hey guys, just go to Sector 1 and just stay in the corner. And you know what? It worked.
Alright, let's see. For this round... Oh, that's a lot of assets. Alright, I'm just going to put OBS on my other window, full screen it so I can see the text and write this
A lot
up.
of ass.
And let's see... Blue 4 is attacking...
Jan Selvi, I just come into the chat. I just came... Nordic, you were in my squad.
An LAV 25.
Also, Jan Selvi, you can't go woohoo dream and then say, where is the mute dream button?
Humvees. A UH-60. And a 5% numbers advantage. Op4 has... I'm on voice acting, right? Yes, I am. Cool. Op4 has
I'm talking to a cat.
a BMP-2. A bus.
Yeah, you made me sad, Jan Selvi.
A battle bus.
A battle bus? Fortnite? Well, I haven't looked.
That's funny.
Is
Be
that
still
okay,
my
so-
beating heart.
What?
3 chord statics.
Yes, no,
and
this is a big thing.
javelin launcher.
I don't know if this is happening this round or it's happening round 3, but apparently there is going to be aggressive, attacking side statics, which I thought was going to be a horrible thing, but
No, I'd love to see that for weapon crews.
yeah,
but
no, there's going to be. There's going to be.
You do realize there's a javelin in play, right?
Yeah, but like, just shoot it with a gun.
That's... You know what a javelin is, right?
Am I wrong? If you shoot a javelin with a gun, it won't work anymore.
No. A javelin is an AT platform
Yeah, I know,
that
but
you
if-
carry as a launcher
I-
slot.
But if I shoot it, it won't work anymore.
No, that's not how it works.
How is that not how it works?
Because when you shoot a launcher on someone's back, it just acts as an invisible hitbox that absorbs the bullet.
Okay, fine. You want to argue semantics? What if I shoot the man holding it?
Dream, that's not the point.
and then I take it and shoot another man with it.
Yeah, okay, that ties into the point, though. A javelin can lock onto anything.
I think javelin should only be used for
So if you have Matt
player on player, like
with a full team, that means you'll have 3 rounds, which means you can
But
reserve
but
one
it's a
for the
static.
LAV. It's not a
It's a
static. It's medium anti-tank, Dream.
I thought it was
That's what I've been saying. There is
I
no...
thought it was static. I'm sorry, okay? Got it wrong. I could be wrong
So
sometimes.
it means with the 3
Very
rounds, they
rarely.
could shoot down the UH-60, they could shoot down the LAV, and then they could shoot down one... They can shoot one person that they hate.
This is FNF. It's a good thing I'm not playing then, actually.
Like, I'm tempted to be a jerk and go take that Matt slot, man. I
Do
want to
it.
commit the
Do it.
murder.
Do it, I'll play. We'll both do it. We'll go together. As a family.
Iander hates Javelin, apparently. That's funny.
Yeah, because the Animbot likes it to be a challenge.
Yeah, because the Javelin, you just hold a button, and then that thing's going to kill you. You can't flare a Javelin off. That
Okay,
thing
so-
also has a very effective range of, like, 2.5 clicks.
I wanted to ask, what was happening last round with Blue 4? Because as we were on top of that hill, I was expecting Sector 1 to be taken instantly, but it seemed towards the end, in the last like 6 minutes when we had to come over, that everyone over there had died. And I'm saying, as someone in my chat has said, apparently they were sending in 5 people at a time.
Yes, because half of Bravo and half of Alpha were on the ridge, and then the other halves went down. The entirety of Charlie and Delta were on ridges, and no one wanted to push in.
Okay,
so
so
it just got messy.
I asked to push in, but they said no.
Amazing.
Then I had to shout at my team because they decided to leave the hill we were on when I didn't tell them to.
Also
I had to be-
amazing.
I had to be Daddy Dream.
Not amazing.
How you been, Liru?
I'm alright.
How you been?
There was a fox in my backyard I got a few nice photos of, but, you know.
Did you eat it?
No.
Damn. Don't know why. I don't know. Can you eat fox? I once was leaving a.
No, it wasn't Vix, it was an actual fox. God damn it.
Yeah, was it someone wearing a fox suit? They'd finally found you. It's time for your induction ceremony. Foxes. The only experience I've had with a fox was I was leaving an Asda once, and it just followed me, like really closely, and I thought I was going to die.
It's not a crackhead that's gonna stab you for drug money. It's just a fox.
It could have been. Could have been.
I don't think foxes know how to use crack.
Have you ever seen one use crack?
No,
Exactly.
but that means that
could.
they don't.
It's just like how I tell people, I could be.
Dream?
No, wait.
Dream.
Realistically, I could be the greatest chess player in the world.
You're
but
not.
I've never played chess, so no one will ever know.
Okay. Dream, I want you to tab out of Arma, open an internet tab, and Google the following sentence for me.
Okay.
Can a fox use crack cocaine? And tell me, based off of that search.
The first one I got was vascular disease and cocaine addiction.
So, for foxes or for people?
I don't know. Could be foxes. But okay. But what I'm saying is, on here, it doesn't say that foxes can't use it. It just doesn't say they can. So who are we to take that away from them?
How would they gain access to it in the first place?
People leave crack on the floor sometimes, like needles.
No,
and
they
shit like that.
don't. The people that really use it do not leave crack on the floor.
Yeah, but what if someone like injects it and then like they drop the needle or something? A fox comes along and just like, oh damn, that was sick. And then they learn that needles mean crack, so they just go around and find needles and just do a bunch of crack. I've never seen a study that says they can't. I've never seen a study that says they can. So why don't we do the study? When I a bunch of needles in front of foxes, and
Look,
eventually one of them will do crack.
I know.
It's like that thing. If you put
where you have a million monkeys, and eventually one of them will type you Shakespeare. Is that what you're going for here? So if we put a million foxes in a room with a crack cocaine needle, eventually one of them will inject themselves with crack cocaine.
Will inject themselves with crack cocaine.
Why did I agree to co-host with you again?
Because you just enjoy my presence.
Can round 2 begin? No, we're fine. Okay.
I bet chat's agreeing with me right now.
No.
Yeah. But again, it's like, I could be the greatest chess player to ever exist, but I just don't play chess. So
you could also be the greatest crack addict in existence. Yeah, but how will we know, Dream?
Go do some crack. But I don't. I've made the decision to not. There's some things that are.
Do you want me to play you in chess?
Well, no, because then I break the sanctity of my beliefs.
The sanctity of your beliefs.
Yeah, because then if I do play,
Alan says he'll play you in chess.
No, thank you.
Why? What do you have to gain or to lose at that point?
Because what I have to gain is still having the opportunity of becoming the greatest chess player in the world. And I also can lose that. So by choosing the middle road and doing nothing, I still have that option open to me.
No, it just means you're a little bitch.
No, it doesn't mean I'm a little bitch.
It kind of means you're a little bitch.
No, it means I'm the greatest chess player in the world, just unconfirmedly so.
But it does confirm you're a little
0%.
bitch.
It's not 0%. That's what I'm saying. It's not 0%. It works. The math works.
I'm gonna put the next prediction up.
Also, Marlon used to stream chess, so he's just a nerd. And he sure as hell wasn't the greatest chess player in the world, I can tell you that much.
Okay. Then you should have no problem beating him if you're the best chess player in the world.
But that's the thing, it's not that I am, it's that I could be. And
I know, and I said you could beat him.
Yeah, I could if I played him, but
yes.
I'm not going to.
So
because
you could play him.
Middle road. I will take the middle road.
How about I put you in the room with a million monkeys and eventually one of them will beat you in chess? How about that?
Yeah, I could do that.
How about that? You want to be locked in a room with a million monkeys?
Yes, that would be the greatest existence ever. Actually, no, it wouldn't after a while. It would. I'd probably rip my arms off.
I was thinking more of the smell, but you know, you can, yeah, they can rip your arms. Okay, cool. That's where our minds go, Dream. You were worried about them ripping your arms off if they randomly decide to get violent.
Have you never seen...
I'm not thinking gorillas. I'm not putting you in a room with Harambe.
Chimpanzees. Have you not seen the story of that chimp that woman owned and it just ripped her arms off? That's not a lie. Someone can back me up on that in chat. There was a woman who had a monkey and they gave it a bunch of drugs to keep it...
You give the monkey crack cocaine?
They didn't give it crack. They gave it like... What did they give it? What did they give? Someone back me up on this.
Don't give your foxes crack cocaine. Don't give your monkeys crack cocaine. Round 2 has started. I'm going to start. This mission was made by the Legend 27. The background is recently criminals on the island of Sarani have raided a U.S. ammo warehouse. The U.S. have been called in to locate and take back the weapons that have been stolen by the criminals. Oh, so it's Operation Just Cause. Awesome. Note, safe zones are hidden. Great. Game mode here. We're not talking about your crack cocaine monkeys anymore, Dream. We have to cover F and F.
From the monkeys.
We're not.
Anyway, yeah. So looking at it, it is Bluefield versus Redfall. Didn't see where the two. I'm giving you that mission idea for free, so you know. Anyway, 2,000 view dis. Ooh, 250 fortified points. And magnified optics.
All right, my name is Liru. I'm with my monkey here, and we're going to co-commentate FNF. I accidentally gave the monkey cocaine. I apologize. Anyway.
Yeah, they have magpie optics.
Monkeys don't know how to talk. Anyway.
A monkey who does cocaine might know how to talk.
Does the monkey know how to play chess too?
He might. He fucking might. No, brand new experiment. No, brand new experiment. We take a room, we fill it with 1 million monkeys, a crack needle, and 10 like chessboards. Eventually, one of the monkeys, and like an English teacher or something, like an English lesson on a computer screen. Eventually, the monkeys will learn how to speak English, learn how to do crack cocaine, and learn how to play chess. This is incredible. Okay, I'm writing this down, but Liru, we have a job to do. Let's stop getting carried away.
Oh, this isn't our job? Because this sounds like our job at this point with your obsession about crack cocaine and animals at this fucking point. Jesus, mother freaking Christ.
500,000 foxes and 500,000 monkeys instead of just monkeys and foxes, so then we can get an accurate representation on the two. Okay, cool. Anyway, maximum views is 2,000
Dream
meters,
is the crack
optics,
monkey
yes.
chess champion. Yes, okay,
Exactly.
Cool. Great.
Exactly.
All right.
Magnified optics and defender fortified points of 250, and of course the map settings up for having the javelin. That's going to be very interesting to see how it's used. Let's see who is using it. It is Legend. No, it's ID.
Yes.
Would you like to divulge what they're wearing and shooting with? Or should I do that?
Okay, Op4 are your standard organized crime gang uniform kits, so basically just a bunch of leather jackets and underalls. Loadouts are going to be FNFALs or DS Arms FL. I think that's just a FAL with extra steps, or an M16A3 Glock 17s as their handguns, mini-me's for Alpha Bravo and Charlie's auto riflemen, FN mags for the Delta medium machine gunners. Light anti-tank's going to be an M136. Crew and aviation have the choice of an MP7 or an M16A3. Nothing on crew surge weapons. They have a battle bus, 3 Ladas, a BMP2. I don't know what that was doing in the American Armory, but whatever. 2 Gaz transports with PKTs and 3 Cord statics. Meanwhile, Blue 4 is going to be U.S. forces, your modern American Navy AOR camouflage. Lovely. So you got your platoon leads, your platoon sergeant, squad leads, team leads, auto rifleman assist, grenadier IR. They have the Hunt IR, 40mm camera grenades. Fire up in the air, they parachute down, gives a nice bird's eye view of the map. Your machine gunners and machine gunners assistants, combat engineers. Combat engineers have the choice of 4 different types of ordnance. 2 explosive satchels that you can also throw and blow buildings up with. 4 explosive charges that can also do damage to buildings but don't generally blow them up. You gotta throw multiple. They're basically like a better grenade. 4 tripwires, 2 being explosive, 2 being flare, and then 3 AT mines. You got your light anti-tank, your MAT 1 and assistant. 2 and assistant don't matter. Same with RIRS and SMP, they don't matter. DMR appears to be a Mark 11. Crew leads, crewmen, pilots, medics, and the base kit. Otherwise, don't know why I hit the escape button right there. Their weaponry... It's going to be Mark 18 Mod 1s, which are basically just an M4 platform. Glock 17s for their handgun support. Alpha Bravo and Charlie auto riflemen are going to get the M249. Medium machine gunners in Delta are going to be given the 240 Gulf. Light anti-tanks also going to be the single shot disposable M136. Crew and aviation get the choice between the MP7 or a Mark 18. Nothing for their crew serve weapons. Their vehicles include 2 M1240s, which are MRAPs, 2 unarmed 2 unarmored Humvees. There's a 3rd unarmored Humvee. They're just different designations. And I think that just means the camo pattern at that point. 2 transport trucks, an LAV-25, 2 M240 Humvees, and a UH-60, which does have side door gunners. Otherwise, looking over at our commanders here, Fresno is going to be commanding Blue 4. Gypsal is going to be leading Alpha with Seismo as the marksman with that Mark 11. And Huel is going to be the medic. Alpha 1 has Nordic, Charlotte, and Olaf all together. Alpha 2 has Sammy leading Ash, Schnuffles, Artisan, and Zoni. Bravo has Oddball leading with Jack as the 2IC, Arcane as the marksman, Dewittson as the medic. Dinoco, Blam leading Bravo 1 with Dinoco, Vanderhuge, Lennox, and Lurch together. There is no Bravo 2 from what I can see. Luce leading Charlie. Looks like he's merged all of Charlie together. So under him we got Roderick, Butler, Kowalski, Martin, Thompson, and Aim at the Stars. Delta being led by Alexander with Dobbs as the medic. Delta 1 has Cullis and Malin taking the medium machine guns with Daedalus and Puma being the assistants. Delta 2 is being led by Ben B with Mediumate and Slig being the medium machine gunners with Elliot and Davik being the assistants. Yanni leading the Echo Matt team with Iander taking the Maz and the Nemesis and Cats being his assistants. According to the medium anti-tank settings, that is going to be a Maz for Blue 4 with 2 rounds per person. So 8T gunner and the 2 assistants because the team lead doesn't take any rounds. That's going to be 6 rounds because it's 3 times 2. Otherwise, Gamma 1, which I believe is going to be the LAV crew, is going to be Sam, G-Legs, and Kiri. And then Lolo and Flying Finn, roll credits because he's flying, are going to be running the UH-60. Vagrant's going to be leading up 4 with Grav as the 2IC, Steve leading Alpha with Pepet as the marksman with an M4 platform. Yeah, so okay. Marksmen are just going to be M4s there. The equivalent, it might be a 4... That might be a 416 actually, but basically a 30-round M4 rifle, but I digress. Skip being the medic, no leadership in Alpha 1, so it's just Kabubi Face, Hunt, PJ, Mike, Cheese 2, and Otto Visky together. NASA leading Bravo because there's no Alpha 2. Misano being the 2IC, Zixby being the marksman, Kermit being the medic. Bravo 1 being led by Bluck, who has a tractor. All right. Settler, Rocky, Dowdox, Lolo, Depso, and View all under Bluck. Bravo 2 being led by Hirano with Swallow, Wheat, Nash, Tackleberry, and Banks all under him. Charlie being led by Norris with Deb as the marksman. No leadership at Charlie 1. It's just Anara, Tomer, Iqbal, Shuttle, and Harrington all together. Matt is going to be led by Legend with Ya Boy, ID, and Tim Kappa all together. I don't know who specifically has the AT weapon, but that's going to be 3 Javelin rounds per. And then Pierce, Nolich, and Patriot being the BMP crew. Otherwise, our 3 terminals are located in the following areas. Terminal 1, in this little position on the 2nd story of a building. Terminal 3 being located in the little mine, refinery area, whatever you want to call this. Really, it has some industrial buildings, but it also has a big vehicle storage area and then some barracks buildings. So I guess maybe a small military base. And then Terminal 2 is on its little, in a little village kind of off to the southeast, close to the ridge. Blue 4 have 2 different areas they can attack from, but they're probably going to try to take the ridge first and then disseminate down from that. And we could see Op 4 try to vehicle rush onto that ridge and snipe at Blue 4 as they come up. Basically, the entire area of southern Tirani is the AO for this scenario. But otherwise, 0... I always butcher that. It's Zero Razor, I think, but feel free to correct me on that. Thanks for the 3-month resub. Let me know how the DayZ server's going. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room with a crack monkey, and crack monkeys make Liru crazy.
Look, all I'm saying is you're going to put you're going to go to bed tonight. You're going to put your head down to rest, and you're going to go, "Fuck, he's right."
No, I'm not.
You're going to just understand like where I'm coming from.
No, I don't know what's worse. Me thinking you're actually insane for this, or me now randomly craving rice pudding because apparently crack monkey, cocaine, I don't know. Just now I'm hungry for rice pudding and I hate you. Anyway.
It means something's working.
Dream?
Yeah.
I know where you live.
Do you?
Yep.
I was not privy to this information.
Now you are.
How? Wait, are you offering to come and join me for the crack monkeys?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I was offering to become like the freaking hash slinging slasher or something and throw you in the river. I don't know.
So that's a no on the crack monkeys.
Yes, that is a no on the crack monkeys. Alright, Blue 4, most of them are over in the border town, and they're going to come in, but we also have a good chunk to the south. Looks like that is going to be the UH-60 crew, so we're probably going to see a squad deploy with the UH-60, but I just want to watch the Javelin and see what they do, because that Javelin's going to snipe things. It's going to snipe things very, very quickly. I don't even know what to commentate here. I'm going to switch off of voice acting and just hold my head. Righto, Razor. Again, thanks a ton for it. Who's the real Dream? I didn't know there were more than one.
Would be interested?
Interested in what? Co-casting or your newfound fascination with crack cocaine monkeys? Oh my god, Op4 has 2 BMPs now.
What? Where? Where did they get it from?
I don't know, but... It's that dupe BMP glitch any percent speedrun.
Ah, yes.
Oh, I wouldn't know part-time. So I think the reason they got a new one is because that one has the ATGM launcher on it and they forgot to remove it. But yeah, no, give Op4 a Javelin and an ATGM launcher and see what happens. Huggies, thanks for the gift sub. It went to Irwin. Hope you both keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Yeah, for a brief moment, I think there was a third BMP.
No, it's not. The BMP is broken. It has no elevation.
Oh.
They can't go up or down.
Well, I hope Malin removes the ATGM launcher, because, Actually, no, fuck, I shouldn't have said that, because now you guys actually going to go do it. Anyway. Anyway. Do-do-do-do. What is this?
What? Wait, is anyone in your chat, like, really rich who would be able to do an unspecified experiment?
We're not giving crack cocaine to monkeys, Dream.
I could learn so much.
What could you possibly learn?
The truth. I could learn the truth. So, do you think it's going to win this one? Will it be the people with the javelin, or the ones without it? How many rounds of that javelin you said they had? They had three rounds?
I'm watching an aggressive driver try to take out a trailer.
Who? An aggressive driver trying to do what? Oh, it's Bluck. Bluck can six me. This is the average British road. While we wait the last minute, have you got any fun plans for the rest of the week, for the weekend?
I'm waiting to see the... Oh, there it is.
There they go. How long do they have? They have 15 seconds and this could go horribly wrong.
Wait for it.
They have an unflip button and they have an unflip button. I think they're gonna try. Oh.
Patience.
Come on, 6 me, do it. You know you want to.
Damn.
Sad.
Yeah, there was a bet and it's over. I'm sorry to say.
Okay, well, it seems like they're all just going. So, if you were Red 4, what are you aiming to use the Javelin on? What is your high
the
priority
LAB-25 and the UH-60 while it's in the air.
Would you use it? How many rounds does the UH-60 have in its...
It's got 4,000 rounds on the door guns. And the BMP still has the ATGM launcher.
I can't lie, before you said it...
I didn't see Nim on here.
Oh, okay. I have an update.
What?
Marlon... This wasn't me. Marlon did see it, independent of us. And he said, I've told them don't use it or they lose the asset. Same with HE. If I see it, everyone in that crew... rip everyone in that crew a new one.
That's funny. So they have HE rounds too.
They have HE rounds too.
Oh man.
So they could theoretically accidentally end up just firing HE rounds.
That's a good one.
Oh, you have Bravo here, moving actually just down south from them.
So it looks like Blue 4 opted to start everything from the southern spawn zone and immediately drive things from the eastern spawn zone down south. But you also have to remember that it said in the beginning that all of... Oh no, Blue 4's driving a lot of stuff to the north as well.
Yeah.
But the spawn zones were hidden. So that gave Op4 no opportunity to see where the enemy's coming from. So they could potentially be starting from any position around here. So it forces Op4 to do a 360, but it also forces Op4 to come along the ridge to try to overwatch. But a little worried with how far Charlie and Echo are, but at the same time Echo has the Javelin, so...
So a good thing to keep in mind here...
Had a lot of guys on defense, though, for Op4.
Was that they
it
may or may not have been swallowed up by a certain scientific experiment, but enough on that. They do have magnified optics.
Yes, Blue 4 and Op4.
And a 2,000-meter view distance.
Which kind of makes the marksman slot redundant for Op4.
Well, no, the marksman slot gets a 12-time scope, I think, or 10-time scope. The marksman scopes get upgraded depending on magnified optics. So technically, the marksman is more of a sniper at this point rather than a. Also, Marlon told me, I don't know if you noticed this. Marlon just said, "Oh, there's already firing. Safe zones were not hidden. The briefing was wrong." Oh, they don't get upgraded. Oh, I thought they was so. Oh,
yeah, because I'm not seeing those upgrades on anyone.
I guess not. I'm going fucking insane then. Could have sworn, but.
Well, yeah, you're talking about giving crack cocaine to monkeys.
Insane. That's not insane.
Kind of insane, buddy.
Nope. I refuse. I refuse to believe you. Bravo 2, Hana, having a nice little bit of healthy skyliner going on right now. And
since there's magnified optics, that's going to be very, very tough.
Yep.
Very easy to get your head blown off at that point. But magnified optics, again, gonna make this a bit more of a long-range fight, make Overwatch a bit more useful, but I really do not agree with how Op4 has basically put their forces out in this disparity here, so...
Yeah, it's so wide. Like,
like, if Blue 4 assaults from the north and goes through Parizo and takes Terminal 3 and 1, and that's a race to 2, so much Op4 is going to be out of position, so...
Yeah, Blue 4 have picked the best plan for where Red 4 are.
Yeah.
So... Ouch for them. He's looking down the valley. So he's looking at the one though.
And so the little bunker Op4 has made is now getting suppressed. They were able to get some knockouts though, but it's the 240. See, here's the thing about 240 Humvees. In normal FNF they're nice, but when everyone has a magnified optic, it's very, very easy to get sniped off of that thing. Shen Salvi, no. No, please. Blam is doing the smart thing, though. When that gun has to reload, he immediately turns in and just lets the scripts handle it.
Yeah. That Golf 1 is to reorientate, which it definitely seems like it's doing now. And Blanc doesn't move. They're going to die.
Yep.
They're going to die. Yep, they can see him.
And there goes that Humvee.
Yep.
Thankfully, they pulled away from it. Oh! I just saw a double kill.
Oh, wow. Yeah, oh, Jesus Christ.
That was pretty sick.
Oh, Blanc got disconnected when he died. He got shot so hard he crashed.
It's one hell of a round.
You have Bravo here making their way up. I don't think they have any AT. No, they don't. There's no AT on this Bravo team.
Oh, boy.
Golf, we suspect them to be moving into the valley. Alpha have picked the right idea, which was leave. You have this blue 4 group on the northwestern side who've all dismounted now. I don't know where the UH-60 is. Currently flying wide. Where is ID?
Watch him now. He's still on the ridge.
Yeah.
He's got his spotters looking around for targets here.
Oh, they can hear the UH-60. It's coming down the valley. To be fair, Golf could hit that.
Golf could hit that.
Yeah, they just saw him as he went behind the ridge. They're not careful. It could go horribly wrong.
Hey, Gaming Pie, thanks for the ratified, broski. What were you doing?
What is this hotel doing?
I really don't know, but...
ID just needs to run over there.
There's just... Now the frickin' BMP's getting pulled to the south by that. I mean, at least it's distracting the BMP so it doesn't assault the infantry. Op 4, I think, have also realized their mistake. They've formed a bit of a stronger guard around one of the terminals, but again, we have so much Op 4 just fortified outside of the terminal positions. I still think Blue 4 have a solid chance here because of how crazy this disparity is.
Oh, the BMP's in a perfect position. But they're not actually, sorry. They're still way too high.
Nope, here. Rounds are short.
Is he not hitting any of those?
Wow. I think they jumped the gun with it personally.
Yeah. That basically guarantees the hotel unit will not come back.
Yep.
And if they do, then they deserve to blow up.
Supreme Commander, nice pie,
Flames.
nice. One of the crewmen. Wait, no, who is this dead in front of him?
Wait, yeah, it's not one of the crewmen. What?
I don't know at this point, man. This is confusing me. Just Op 4 again falling to an Overwatch fallacy here. Very little actual sector defense, but Blue 4 don't know that, so they're on the Overwatch area just trying to move in. Blue 4 also really don't want to commit their armed vehicle because they know it's going to get javelined off the bat.
Oh, Blue 4 guys is... The thing is with these rocks, you may think they're pretty good, but because they have such a wide... Oh, they've seen the hotel again. Because they have such a, like an unbelievably wide, like, hitbox, that...
Deceptive.
Yeah, deceptive is a better word for it. You'll be like 10 times higher than what you actually think you are. Oh, Charlie... Red 4 getting caught on the ridge by Alpha. But if Charlie is smart, they'll radio that into this Bravo team up here, and Bravo, all they have to do is just chuck a bunch of
ID is
nades
going to
over.
burn the javelin on a 240 Humvee.
No, he's not. No, I don't think he is. He's using it to look because it's got thermals.
True, the clue would be thermal, because you can only fire it with thermals.
Yeah. Zony's managed to sneak up, but Alpha 2 have managed to sneak up behind this blue... What the hell? How is he not hearing that engine? Thanks, come on, man. Thanks, come on, man.
I mean, he's on a kill, though,
Yeah,
and he's
I know.
forced them back.
Oh yeah, he killed someone. Okay, you know what? Fair enough, thanks.
Blue 4 popping frags and smoke in that direction.
Jesus, thanks.
Blue 4 remounting as he's going on the offense there.
Oh, he's a explosive specialist.
I doubt he's going to get a dead on it, but...
No, definitely not, but... He could have. Alpha 2 are going to make it to the top of this hill
You
now
got the
because Charlie
BMP
2
that I
are
pulled
telling
back
Bravo.
here.
That's probably why Bravo are
adjusted
down in
to
the
me right
town
there.
currently in their own firefight with Blue 4, and Bravo 2 are obviously up here, so there's no comms between the two.
I love how Alpha 2 is now rushing the terminal objective, and they're gonna fight. They're gonna find no resistance here.
Unless there's a charge. I didn't see anyone go there, so probably not, but...
There is no charge.
Yeah, they're being shot at, though.
Yeah, but it's Overwatch.
Yeah.
So I want to see them do that to the next terminal site, and then Blue 4 is going to realize, wait,
What
we
you
can
want
just
now-
rush in there.
Yeah, what you want now is if none of these guys have AT. No, one of them does have AT. Ash has got to hit their Vic. Yeah, their Vic. With an AT. I don't think it goes up. I don't know.
Call the BMP.
Or that.
Yeah, Blue 4 just need to remount their Vic and go, or be ready to go at this point, because that's all they need. And I see fortifications down here too, so Op4 fortified this area, but then decided, nah, it'll be fine.
They did have 250 fortified points. It would have been
Oddball
much
found
better if
satchel, or no, those are explosive charges, and started throwing them around. That's funny.
What I'm saying is
The map is Serrani.
Look at yeah. So is that terminal? Yeah,
Why are
terminal
the
2.
command? Ah,
If they
great,
have a
commands are
small
broken
squad down
again.
there
Lovely.
and the
1 second.
Overwatch, the chances go up like way higher. But because they went no one on there but just
Yeah, no, they're
Overwatch,
right on
they-
my side, so
all they
the
have to do is drive past
bot's
them.
dead. That's why. Great. I just updated the commands, and they're not updating, so the bot's dead. Hack's complete, so I'd imagine after it beeps off, they'll fully remount and get away. I always love it when the buildings explode with it. Come on, I want to see Alpha 1 rush into Terminal 1. Keep the strategy going.
Yeah, they could. Couldn't they? Yeah, no, they. It's absolutely fucking no. There's no one.
Like, there were more than 2 people at Terminal 3, but I guess they all moved to the northern side. This is so silly. Come on, Alpha 2, rush it.
Alpha 2 could rush both positions and win fairly.
Yeah.
And then a javelin would never
Then they'd
be
have to use the
used.
javelin on that MRAP.
Oh my god.
I want to see that happen.
Oh, here comes Hotel. Go on. Where is he? There he is. He's aiming with it.
He's not looking down there, though. Literally right under the javelin's nose. That's funny. Now ID is looking around like, what? There was a UH-60? Where? Oh, wait. Oh, but the MRAP pulled behind a hill. Oh.
They're doing it. They're doing it.
Look, I'm going to say, if the other terminal gets taken and Op4 doesn't fold more people back, it looks like they... Oh, wow, it's doubled. It's no longer 2 people, it's 4. Whoa.
Yeah, they've done it. They made it. They're just going to...
Who's Op4 command? Vagrant? Damn it, Vagrant. You're usually really good with these.
Yeah, Vega's normally pretty decent.
No explosive traps on these either. Oh.
This javelin, man. I'm gonna cry. I'm actually gonna start crying.
Yeah, no. So he did use one of his javelins on the 240 Humvee.
Fuck's sakes.
I called it.
You did. And that is sad to me.
No. He has a third one to burn if he uses the other 2. Who's Alpha 3-5 and why is he driving down the... Oh. Oh, because he's got an unconscious guy in the back. I thought the driver was unconscious driving down a hill, and I was like, what the hell is going on?
Look how we both just missed the javelin being fired.
I was too busy watching Blue 4 just rush the objective because Op 4 is not playing any actual sector security.
Do Alpha then. Do Alpha in their right minds go, let's do it.
And then we got Bravo from Blue 4 rushing a dude up on the ridge to just play local. This is such a silly round.
It's 6 now. We might actually be able to mount a defense.
Oh my god, but now the main Blue 4 force is gonna come in.
Oh, here comes Hotel. They're gonna ride straight up onto Golf.
Da 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 da. ID's getting it out.
Golf, what are you doing? Oh, nice helicopter there. What is ID doing?
I want to see the UH-60.
ID just looked away.
Jesus. They're just toying with the people on that ridge, but they're baiting that BMP so hard to go shoot at it. Now it's pulling away.
Oh.
And Alpha, oh my god, look at Alpha 2.
Oh,
Is ID gonna turn and get the shot? He's got the javelin lined up. Is he gonna do it? Is he actually gonna freaking do it?
I'm starting to think he's not going to do it.
Blue 4 with the 3-man dismount. They're actually getting some resistance. Alpha has mounted everyone up for Op 4 and are folding into the sector. Oh my god. And now Echo's driving down too with the BMP.
For God's sake.
No, that's the Gaz, my bad.
Oh, here comes Hotel.
My god. The MRAP is now aggressively driving up.
Oh no. Oh no. This
I almost watched Snuffle sandwich himself. He was trying to rush in. Bro, if he got Lolo, he would have been able to pull that off, and that's the really scary thing about this. See, here's the thing though, because they were able to do that to the other two sectors, I don't discredit them trying to do that. Oh my god. The BMP is taking APC fire because Gamma 1 found them and is now engaging. And the BMP has no idea where the shots are coming from.
Echo are miles up the hill. Oh, his Javelin Man spotted the,
Nolik was in the driver's seat. He's dead. They popped a bunch of smoke to try to cover themselves. And ID's trying to track with the Javelin. He took a little bit of damage, though.
Just realized ID is actually bleeding.
Yep. I just heard an AT-4 hit the BMP. I'm waiting to hear that Javi.
He's not. He's turning around.
Oh my god.
He's going in the other direction.
I'm just gonna stop paying attention to it at this point.
Been watching him for the past like 3 minutes. mean, it's depressing, I can tell you that much. This mission looked like being like 5 minutes, like literally being like 10-15 minutes to now looking like it's going to go to the wire.
Yep. Because Op4 have been forced to play point security on the final AO.
Rushing in with a Humvee.
And the only person with AT is more internal right here.
Oh, they don't have their engine on. They've managed to sneak up.
There goes the BMP. This man is killing me.
I genuinely cannot believe any of this is actually happening in front of my eyes. And they killed the last Red 4 on this hill. What was your prediction looking like?
There it is! Yes! Yes!
What? Oh, he's firing it!
That is the UH-60 dead. Bang. Engine's out. He's going too fast. Bumper car.
He did a bounce. They are alive. No, they're not. They are both dead. I take it back. Oh, Finn tried the jump out right before you hit the ground.
Ah, I was waiting for that. All right, so
Okay.
Op4 divided amongst the AO. They're folding a few people out, and they're getting picked off now because Blue 4's attacking.
Star Butterfly
What was,
everything from his
what was
javelin POV.
the percentage
Yeah,
difference in
right.
your
I
vote
guess he is, Rustbert. Thanks
I
for the
kind of
23 month
probably
resub.
know
Hope you
which
enjoy
way
the
it was
opposite. Yeah, nice kick out of the scenario.
heading towards, but
We'd have to ask chat because I'm not able to see that from my interface. All right, who is this? This is Patriot. Patriot has an MP7, and an MP7 is a good CQC submachine gun. Can Patriot use this submachine gun to score a few Blue 4 kills? Let's find out. His first target is Butler. Butler is using a cord static. Patriot decides a grenade is better. Unfortunately, the grenade rolls a little far. But thankfully, Butler wiggles his head out and gives Patriot enough room to shoot him in the face.
oh, RPG out onto Bravo. NASA hiding in a corner.
Echo at this point is just taking out the buildings. Patriot gets the second kill with his submachine gun. He's decided to now steal this Humvee. Patriot is now making a getaway.
Patriot is the goat.
And Loose gets shot in the face.
No, I didn't see him get shot.
He did get shot.
He felt it over. You know what? I was Blue for all the way, and now I am... Wait. Command was in the helicopter and lived. Now he's miles away.
So, goes that gas.
Salutations.
And then the LAV is now actually bullying the final AO, only on a single kill though.
Where is the LAV? I feel like I just haven't seen it.
Southwest of the final AO.
Firing a 6-me on top there. Oh, Echo are moving back down the valley. No engine, so coasting. So ID has 1 round left. And if you can get that LAV, then I would.
Yeah, I don't think it matters at this point.
Yeah.
Hit the map key and look at the infantry disparity.
Oh yeah. Well, you
Op 4
never know.
took a lot of casualties as they tried to fold everyone back, and one good satchel blows up both of these buildings.
They don't have disrupting textures today.
They do.
Oh, I thought these
Yeah.
ones didn't.
Oh, they do. You just need a single satchel. They really like putting Moz rounds on NASA's position.
But it's just like really fun. Oh, specifically now, just putting on like a random poor dude, just hiding in a corner is so much fun.
As soon as NASA tries to run, he takes multiple shots in the ass. Alright, here comes Blue 4 now sweeping the final sector at 3. To hit the terminal.
Did anyone in your chat tell you the
I don't see it, so no. Mike wakes back up.
Oh!
Wow.
Yeah, he just. Wow. Who was that? It was Carlos.
That's why you double tap. Because Mike here is double tapping.
Yeah. And Mike here. That's 2
that guy
kills.
got annihilated. The bet percentages, yeah.
Marlon heard the shots. Nade goes out. Marlon could get caught out by this nade here. Get hit by it.
Will the grenade penetrate? It does not. Shrapnel normally doesn't penetrate, but some textures it still does. It's just, I don't know how old cup textures work. It's a total toss-up at that point.
Oh, Marlon.
Oh, is Malin gonna get mic'd? Mike is bandaging. 47
Marlon
blue,
is someone
53
right
red. Wow, that's very close.
Oh, wow. Idiots.
Here comes Malin.
Yeah, does Mike have his sound on? Does Mike have his headphones on? Mike does not.
Oh! Oh my god.
Immediately message Marlon.
Damn.
I just immediately message him, damn.
Very lucky indeed. How's the kill disparity? Oh, he's got
Technically
3.
traded, and I think Mike took loads of damage beforehand, so there's a good chance
Yeah.
he just doesn't wake up from here. And he did just more. He did just
Skill
more for
issue on
himself.
Malin's side. Now we just need to see Blue 4 push in, and that's gonna be it. Malin, in my industry, we call that a krill issue. Patriot holding the front line gets another knockout on 5 kills. I know he got 1 kill in the vehicle, but which means he's gotten 4 kills with that SMG.
And then Mike is now dead.
Malin.
Alan.
Broadshore will have a mission dev stream tonight. That's a guarantee, because I
Mike,
gotta
you know you
work
meant
on
to
something.
shoot the enemy. Or Patriot might go. Look at all these nades. Patriot. Yep, there it is.
Oh, did Patriot get grenaded?
Yeah. There's like 4 of them flew at him.
Oh, yeah. Brutal. Yeah, there's no way that Op 4 can win for time. You still have the entirety of Echo on the outsides. Righto, Huggies, I'm glad you,
Lolo's gonna go for something epic.
glad you see it that way.
Lolo's got his launcher out, and I think he knows where the Blue 4 Vic is. I think he wants to get a hit on it. Oh, but it's moving. Oh, it doesn't matter, because Yami's come behind.
Yeah, he kind of got shot in the ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, you know what, though? Where's ID?
It was pretty. Maestro, I'll give you that one.
ID could get. Oh no, they can't. Yeah, behind the hill now.
Oh my god, it is a slaughter up
Deco
here.
here throwing in a bunch of nades and smokes.
Oh.
Or just smoke. No, there you go, there's a nade. How long will it take Castagnani to realise it's in the other building?
I love where the LAV is right now because it has cover from the Javelin, but we just had an AT-4 get fired from the Echo team from when they picked up. Oh, LAV's now exposed.
Has ID got it out? No, he doesn't. He's actually looking in the wrong direction. For an 84 out. That almost hits friendlies. Is ID going to make these people's lives forfeit? Yes, he is.
Wait. He's still got a minute. Oh, but he's getting suppressed. Oh, he can't get the lock.
How long does that thing take to lock?
5 seconds.
Jesus.
Alright, well that's GG.
Yeah, that's GG. Oh, baby.
Javelin just launched. Oh, no, there goes the LAV. Good night, sweet prince.
Immediately. Greg and Sam on fire. Greg does not realise he's on fire. There you go, Greg realises he's on fire.
Well, the Javelin got all of its kills it could have. It got an LAV, it got the UH-60, and it got one of the 240 Humvees, but wasn't enough. Op4 had way too many units spaced out, and
Greg,
that's
please
GG.
roll. Greg. Oh, he does have a destruction technique.
I told you!
That was a good round. A pleasure casting with you, Liru.
The pleasure's all yours, Mr. Monkey, crack cocaine chess player addict.
Just give it a thought. Give it a thought, and you know, when you finally realise how much...
And you're still batshit insane.
When you finally realise how much of a good idea it is, come back to me. And for his chat, I'm open to suggestions. Maybe we split it down the middle. 500,000 foxes, 500,000 monkeys.
Are you gonna go play round 3?
Yes.
Have fun, buddy.
I will. I'm going to spread the word of the monkeys and the crack.
Okay.
And the chess. I will
have fun, buddy.
It will work. It will work.
Enjoy round 3. Oh my god. What? I don't have any words. Honestly, I don't. One second. Gonna change my music up a little bit. Alright. I'm solo shoutcasting round 3, and this round will feature some of the new FNF work they are moving to for future rounds. Blue 4 is attacking 3 Op4 terminal sites, and Blue 4 has a 4% numbers advantage, an M1117, 2 M2 Humvees, and 6 M2 statics. Wow. Op4 has a BTR 80 and 2 Dishka statics. Oh, and they also have a BRDM too. Okay. Is it still broken? Now it's updating round 2s. Jesus. I can't win. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna literally refresh the page and resubmit. Awesome. All right, now I guess I just had to do that for all of them. Just resubmit it 20 times. Literally just hitting the space bar. All right. Okay, I'll be back in 1 minute. Were you people counting a minute down? Okay. Alright, so here's the deal. We're going to be doing... There's a few different ways my night can go tonight. After this stream, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to have some dinner. And then I'm going to come back and do some mission dev. I need to get a mission file done for Karma Cuts community. I'm going to use that as a bit of a chill stream and kind of, you know, go over everything that's going on with the community. What I'm having for dinner tonight, don't know yet. It's either going to be some leftover spaghetti and pesto, or I'm going to make a dumpling soup for myself because we have the dumplings made. So I just get some chicken broth, season that, cook a few dumplings inside, and it makes a nice warming snack for me. And I'm going to be honest, it's definitely warm food weather because... it's rare that I like my office to be so hot, but I'm enjoying the heat. Yeah, for myself. Breakfast for dinner, French toast and omelets. Nice. I got stuff to make omelets too, but I'll probably make that tomorrow morning at this rate. because I had a bagel today. But regardless, after the mission dev stream, I'm either going to go play Core Keeper with Bloodwing, or I'm going to work on grinding materials for Darktide. I gotta finish my last weekly on my veteran because I'm trying to make a class for him that I don't absolutely hate. But I think I finally got something with a good chain sword and a frickin' Hellbore lasgun for charged attacks. I'm trying to get that grinded out, though. But I do appreciate the ability to just insta-res people, because I always like playing supports. So we'll see. I mean, looking at my schedule here, I've got a lot of open time blocks at the moment. So I could do something. I'm trying to also, I'll probably use all the open time for Halloween stuff as well, because we got some Halloween ops that have rolled in. We have to do the 506s. I've got to do the Myrmidon Legions, because they booked me. And then I got to host maybe 1 or 2 from my own community, so... I think that Tuesday, though... I'm either going to move the op up, or I'm just going to cancel it because I'm going to be spending Halloween somewhere. But on the weekend, we could definitely do a few ops. We'll see. Or we could do something special on the 30th as well. And then we have the Zeus rotation going on for Battle Los Angeles. That should be good. But I'm going to be honest, I am taking a little bit of a break for, I want to say the next week, because I'm just doubling down on a bunch of video editing at the moment. I got to get all that done. Oh, looks like I got unslotted. Go ahead and take that real quick and hit OK. But... yeah, no, my computer is... I've got 2 4-terabyte drives filled with footage, so I kind of gotta work on that. But I got a plan set for myself to slowly get all that edited, and then we can start uploading on the main channel again. Ugh. I'm just kind of sick of YouTube, but it's my job. It's one of the main ways we make money, but we're also going to be opening up DayZ again real soon, so... hopefully by the end of the month, that'll be up and running again. We'll be running full with events and whatnot, because I finally got everything sorted with Ghost Wolf, but then he had to pull the plug for his own IRL stuff, so... now that I know what to go for, I know exactly where to jump in for the new server, and we'll get that set up. I'll be honest, based off of what I've seen, it's easier to go viral on another area and then transfer over to YouTube once you have the following, because then the algorithm works for you, but
send in Goat Team 6
it's hard to make it work for you these days. That's what I've heard from a lot of new people. But Red Eye Wolf, thanks for 5 gift subs. If you got a gift sub from Red Eye Wolf, make sure you thank him or her. Otherwise, hope you all keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. We're just waiting for the 3rd round to begin, and we'll see where this takes us.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Oh, let me, before I forget, because we're also still waiting, I promised that Dr. Fellow I would
Team 6
shoot him an invite to that one European Discord. Am I still in there? I am. All right. But yeah, no, I'm in a bunch of different Arma Discords for various things, and if someone asks me for something niche like that, then yeah, I can try to throw them a bone, but we'll see. So, last week, for the 3rd round, they were doing framework testing, but they didn't have a lot set up for spectators. This time around, Malins put more work in this week for spectators, so we'll see what the changes are. toilet, I swear to God. I swear to God. Leave me alone. Let me vibe in peace. Yeah, okay, so Bloodway and I were going to do Core Keeper at 9 for about 2 hours. However long she wants to go, in all honesty. Interesting. So, again, we'll wrap up this for the 3rd round. I'm going to take like a 20 to 30 minute break to eat dinner. I'll come back. We'll start the Dev for Karma Cuts mission. We'll assess how long that's going to be, and then 8:50 I'll pull the plug. I'll be gone for 2 hours, and I'll come back and we'll either finish the mission dev if it needs finishing. If there's only like 20 to 25 minutes left, though, I'm not going to stream that. I'm just going to finish that after. And then maybe I'll come back, grab a few people, and we'll go chill on Dark Tide. And I'll actually stream it. Okay. Sorry, just texting Bloodwing. But let's go ahead and look at the final round we have for FNF tonight. First off, thank you to you guys for joining me today. I really do appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you have been at least entertained. If not by me, then at least by Dream talking about crack cocaine monkeys. Don't bring the goats into it, though. Please, spare them. But otherwise, let's go ahead and go over this round. I still don't have a tab to tell you the exact mission details. That's still being worked on, so we just have to go on.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
It is peak intelligence levels, my guy.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Who needs crack cocaine monkeys when you have this?
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
You should be. Leave. We scared someone off. Excellent.
Please go over there, guys.
Team 6.
Go over there.
1 second.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
It's Cats, Flying Finn, and Yanni Finn. 1 second.
I didn't ever hear that because I had my fucking radio fucked up.
Are we on 30? 3-0?
30? I have 80.
We on 80? Hello, Yanni. Okay.
Could maybe stand where it's a bit more obvious.
I just messaged them all, just writing, "Oh, Black Betty."
As he should.
Black Betty had a job, family.
Put yourself a whisper or move further away, guys, please.
Even further?
Thomas not. Yeah, because I can literally hear you over there.
I'm
You're
glad.
yelling
Good.
at something.
Which one of you said yelling?
How the fuck I can be on yelling? Apparently I can.
So for reference.
Yeah.
For reference.
Trying to kid again.
Did you get a message on TeamSpeak?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, was it? I never said
Who was it from? I didn't. What did he say?
Liru just sent a message to GS going, "Oh, Black Day."
Yeah, yeah.
Bam-a-lam, the damn thing go wild. Bam-a-lam.
Bro, Black Betty. Hey, Blam.
Oh shit.
How you doing?
Hey, Babylon.
Hey, look, it's Blam.
Whoa, Blam, 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 Blam.
All right, so Blue 4, they've got 5 static 50 cals they're going to be using on offense today. We've got a 1117, the 40mm GMGs replaced with an M240 as a coax weapon instead, 2 50 cal Humvees, and multiple transport trucks. They appear to be some sort of Blue 4 US faction. Marksman rifles are going to be Mark 11s, but they have a choice of Scar H's.
For the ballistic.
Or MK16s or some sort. Basically a 5.56 rifle. Their job is to basically take 3 terminals, but they're all stated as idle, so I guess that means they're all active at the same time. Op4, meanwhile, they appear to be some sort of lightly geared fashion as well. It looks like Germans, actually, because they got G3A3s, we got PSG1s. And we got an RPG-32 in play for Matt, interesting. And then F2000s with a 203 system for their GLs. We got a BRDM, a BTR-80, and then they also have 2 static cords, or they might be static dishkas, but both fire the same caliber anyway, and now they're all jumping around. Looks like the MG teams have an MG42. But let's go ahead and go over our roster here before I lose my sanity. And it looks like there is a script to constantly reset my range there. Anyway, Lolo's going to be commanding for Blue 4. Kiri's going to be the 2IC Jib style, leading Alpha with Charlotte as the marksman, again with the Mark 11. Huel being the medic. Sam, Olaf, Nordic, and Rocky are going to be all together in Alpha 1. There is no Alpha 2. Bravo being led by Nemesis, Azariah as the marksman, Dobbs is the medic. Bravo 1 has no leadership. It's just Dream, Malin, Grab, and Cullis. And then Puma, Daedalus, and Lurch in Bravo 2. Charlie looks like they've merged everyone together. It's just Tim Kappa leading Patriot, Legend, Ya Boy, Jamal, Hunt, and Naps. Pierce leading Delta. They've also all merged. It's literally Pierce with 4 machine gunners, Nolik, Mike, Harrington, and Norris. Katz leading Echo, Iander taking the medium anti-tank, which is the Maz, and Yanni and Flying both being his assistants because they're both Finns, so it's better to say that tag. Alexander and Blam being a vehicle crew, I would assume, for the 1117, and then ID hasn't merged with Charlie Actual yet, so he's still in Charlie 1. Steve is going to be commanding Op 4, Kabubi Face taking the 2IC role, Schnuffles leading Alpha, Ash taking the marksman role, which is the PSG 1, and then Sammy taking the medic role. No leadership in Alpha 1, but somehow Devu has killed himself, and it's safe start, so that's quite interesting. But it's Artisan Shuttle, Vanderhuge and Vagrant all together because Devu is dead. NASA has merged everyone in Bravo together. So it's NASA leading Settler Z1, Depso, Wombat, Lolo, Zixme, Messino, and Kermit. Wheaton leading Charlie with Swola as the marksman, Tackleberry, Ash, Banks, and Harana all in Charlie 1, no Charlie 2. Delta being led by Luce with Aim at the Stars as the medic, and then they have their 4 machine gunners, Roderick, Thompson, Martin, and Butler. Echo being led by Ben with Davik taking the AT role. Sorry, I thought Davik and Davu were the same people for half a second, which is why I questioned that and slowed down. And then Elliot and Meaty Mate being the assistants, Skip and Pepit being the BTR-80 crew, and otherwise our 3 terminal locations are all within a few hundred meters of each other, just across 3 various buildings. So this is a very small area defense here. Op 4, all they really need to do is just lock down the open areas all around them, and they should be fine. Render range is very limited here. That's fine. If I were to take a guess from this position down there, actually, let me get like right here. This is how you can measure accurately. So the fog starts at about a click, and then it starts getting super foggy at about a click and 300 meters. Okay, so render range is about 1 kilometer for this. View distance is 1,500 meters before it starts to bleed out. Gotcha, all right. He clicked respawn. You didn't think people would be dumb enough to click respawn? That's awesome. That is actually awesome. Well, good for him. The famous Fog of War, yeah, right? Otherwise, I mean, Blue 4 coming into this AO, they can either follow the river right here and move in. They've got a sizable enough AO, though they can bum rush over to this forested area and then try to trickle in. There's a lot of open field for them to potentially get locked down on. They could also try coming around on the northern side. But again, there's a lot of open field that Op4 can capitalize on, but is Op4 going to have the manpower to capitalize on every single one effectively? No. So Blue 4 is going to have to basically test the lines and see where they can come in on. That's the AO. 1 second. Let me text Bloodwind back. Doctor also shot me some stuff. I'll reply to him after Discord while I'm cooking my dinner. Oh, I'm almost out of water, too. Oh, well. I think you had to fully, like, hard log from the server and everything, but that's funny. Alright, the actual terminal sites, this is definitely the weakest one because it's in a little bit of an open valley. Yeah, there's some buildings, but there's north and southern tree cover, also tree cover to the west. East is a little open. This one, right next to a forested area, a little bit of open space to capitalize on, but also that one's not the best. This one, I mean, yeah, put some fortifications out here. You can lock down a big open area that leads into it, but you also have this entire town that you got to garrison. All of these AOs kind of suck, but they're also really close to each other. So basically, if you blanket defense it, you should be fine by, you know, again, capitalizing on the open areas, but you need to have some secondary fallback lines set up specifically around the terminal sites, because if something breaks through, then you're kind of SOL at that point. Let's see how this goes. I love how when this map was added, we had 2 AOs, like, within a month of each other in the central town area, like, right here. Like, you have everywhere else to use in this map, and you decide to go there. Okay, broski. So I appreciate this AO. That's what I'm trying to say. The biggest map I've seen is Denoland. No. It would be Southeast Asia, which is 70 by 70, I think, in terms of kilometers. Denoland is 40 by 40. Southeast Asia is mainly for air and armor only operations. Denoland can be done with infantry, though. It's just a very big map, and you do start lagging when you don't use the edges of it. But yeah, no, 70 by 70. I know there's bigger maps out there that exist, but at that point, they don't really become practical. Alraic is only 15 by 15. It might be 20 by 20, actually. It's somewhere in between there, but most maps are usually 15 by 15 or 20 by 20. You just have to remember, though, with Bulldozer, which is the map-making tool, the bigger the map, the less that you can do smoothing of the territory. So if you take a map like the Bra, for example, which is an SOG Prairie Fire map, that one's only like 10 by 10 or 8 by 8. You got really, really nice defilade terrain with that map that you don't really get in detail for maps like the other two to compare in it, which is Cam Lao Nam and Kisan. But little fun fact for you. I'm not gonna lie, though, I would not mind if Alraic was 45 by 45. Alraic, growing up, was one of my favorite maps. And I'm gonna be honest, it still is. It's just we played it to death back in the day. So I don't like to touch it because I've used everything that I can think of for it, but I don't mind doing it with other communities that haven't touched it before, because I know every little hidey hole. And then add Deformer to it and everything else you could possibly want. It gets quite fun. But yeah, no, the last mission I made was with the 506 on it to make a frickin' Call of Duty boat escape off. That was awesome. And that wasn't even planned, it just happened. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna do it that way. Klafgan, in terms of size, I think is 20 by 20. And Klafgan itself, you can't really do much of because it's a one-note map of if you really want Afghani mountain ranges, that map is Afghani mountain ranges, which, granted, you can't really find that anywhere else. And mountainous maps are usually really difficult to work with and make, but that one's good. That one's pretty damn good. I do like niche maps like that, though, because they fit in so well with, you know, campaigns people want to do. And that was a very good Red Wings map, too. Yeah, but, dwarves, what conflict is happening in Norwegian mountain ranges compared to Klafgan? Notification system apparently isn't showing spectator view. Yeah, I was wondering what that little notification beep was, but I dismissed it. Round is going to start in about another minute, a little over a minute. Bets are still going. Bets have been pretty close to each other today, and I don't blame you. Rounds have been pretty close. I'd say the first round was definitely closer than the second. Check your map when there's a beep. It'll be a terminal getting hacked. Yeah, fair. AOs are very close to each other, though, so I'm willing to bet we'll probably watch it happen in real time. Otherwise, hope you're all having a wonderful Friday. And we'll see what Blue Ford does on the attack. It looks like they're dividing on two different attack angles here. It's Bravo and Alpha going one direction. Charlie, Echo, and company are all in a different one. We have a 1117 going. That little beep, I guess, indicated that the round has started. So let's see how these forces deploy. Company is doing circles. Yeah, that is the thing about Deformer. People are really looking forward to using it to completely change maps, but the reality of it is AI pathfinding is already, I would say, the second biggest source of a drain on a server's resources. But having AI pathfind through Deformer terrain is even worse. And if you deform too many areas, or too many positions in one area, or if you deform entire mountain ranges, it breaks the LOD of the terrain, so you'll walk on it, and then the terrain will disappear, and everything will float in front of you. So Deformer isn't something that you can completely change maps with. It's better for just little edits here and there. Like if you want to make a moat, or if you want to change the shaping of terrain, or add little trench networks, then it's great. I mean, there's a mod out there that acts as a script where if artillery lands, it actually starts denting the map, which is really, really cool. That's going to be a must for any like World War II ops I do moving forward that require heavy artillery. Heck, even in modern day today, the amount of artillery being used in Ukraine, for example, if you look at any live combat footage, you'll see entire fields just completely cratered. Look like the damn moon at that point, but I digress. You always want to be careful with new tools like that, especially if you're adding over 1,000 map objects to somewhere. Yeah, it's going to get framey. Now, if you absolutely have to do stuff like that, try your best to limit how many units you have actively pathfinding at a time. Just stick a bunch of static vehicles and static infantry down, and if you absolutely need to have units moving around, keep it to like 4 to 6 at a time. You can grab units and re-enable their pathfinding in certain areas. You can have a few units come out of a house. but especially around deformed terrain. I learned that while I was working on the Bohemia Christmas project last year. At least I think it was last year, but I digress. You got to be very, very fickle with your resources at that point. Biggest source of lag is shadows, by the way. If you don't believe me, watch your frames melt by putting a napalm strike and SOG Prairie Fire in the jungle while the server's at night, and you will lose 40 to 60 frames. It'll just be your camera and that new napalm module. And you will watch a massive frame drop happen. So Charlie 1 Op 4 is a BRDM. And the 1117, this is how you use your brain. They've somehow predicted the 1117 is going to go up here. But I think the BRDM came up here thinking that maybe Blue 4 is going to try a massive flank around. And the BRDM can catch him in the town. I'm going to be honest, whenever you have a BRDM or a 1117 and you are the defending force, just send that bitch down the MSR. And you are very likely to get some kills, because at that point you're just trying to intercept the force coming in. But speaking of interception, it appears the BTR went southwest and was sniped. And they are now dead. So I'd imagine that was someone back here. We do have a kill for Daedalus, so I'd imagine he used his light anti-tank. Yep, that's a really good shot. Yeah, 300-meter shot. I think you can only range the AT-4 up to 250 or 300 meters, so maximum range. Great hit. Great hit to have there. And you got the 1117 now driving around. BRDM still watching that road. Main fight starting off right here with Op 4 Delta on the front line. But again, Blue 4, it looks like they're sending multiple attack waves in different directions at the moment because they're just trying to find a way to actually get into this AO. But they are putting pressure on the main route in. And you got Echo deploying all the way over here. And they're looking into this town, so I'm not sure what's happened here. 1117 applied a little bit of the brakes as they moved in. Both have very light armor, but the 1117 has 100-round magazines for, or 100-round boxes for the 1117. BRDM only has 50 rounds for the KPTV, which granted is a bigger caliber, but both will disable vehicles. BRDM is going to have an angle. Nope, they can see the top.
Definitely.
I got the truck coming in as well. So Blue 4 trying to push in on these routes. We also have some forces running through an open field. Oh, you literally have so many other routes to go. Why are you... whatever. You know what? Not my call. I wouldn't be surprised, though, dwarves. I mean, we're talking about Warhammer 40k artillery. God, I wonder what that does to the frames on it, though. Turvy, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. I didn't even freaking notice that. Who else would run through the open field? Who else could it be? You sleuth. Well done. Oh, this is nice.
Right, I'm holding kind of 7 south.
This is very nice. And Artisan breaks away from that position at the worst possible time. Yeah, because now they're starting to come down.
Push east, south of TRP Alpha.
Oh! As soon as he folds off the position, that's when the squad of infantry come in. Oh, I feel for him. Shuttle takes GL fire. Shrapnel damages him twice. Artisan wakes back up. Nemesis gets spotted. Artisan misses every shot. Still gets the kill. Some of that Pepega pirate aggression. He's at least able to go even. Looks like Shuttle was killed by another GL as he ran off. We hear another explosion. That is the sound of Golf 1 getting killed. Blue 4's Vic got cooked off by the KPTV. Unfortunately, Blue 4 has an Iander. Uh-oh. Yeah, it doesn't get far, does it? Does not get far at all. So that's both BRDMs out, both Scout Vics out. Op4 lost their BTR-80 earlier. Blue 4 has two 50 cal Humvees to work with. Blue 4 Delta not getting assaulted, but look at where some Blue 4 ended up running in here. Only for Meaty Mate to pick off one. Hunt's unconscious over here. I have no idea how these two Blue 4 guys are able to get so close to the line in front of everyone else, but Hunt wakes back up and plays dead. Only to get MG42'd in the ass by Rodrig. You gotta look out for those MG42 patrols in the internal side of the AO, man. They will F you up. Because there's one. There's two.
Friendly.
There's three as they start friendly firing, because at this point they've got so much ammunition they don't care who they hit. I think that's all of Delta just patrolling around with the MG42s at that point. Bravo doing some double taps just to make sure these guys are dead. We also see that they're stealing some of their weaponry, and they will continue to move up, probably along this forested tree path, because Alpha, I think, is going to move around deeper and potentially hit these positions from the rear. So if they just follow up, they can get right on top of the westernmost terminal and start taking them west to east and bypass a lot of the Op4 defensive line here, which is going to be pinned by Charlie and Delta moving up this route. Righto, Huggies. I guess I have to update the FNF command because they don't have the early and late branches separated anymore. They all have it back on one Discord. FNF is, I think, hosted as their own entity now because the second MRB used to host them, but they left. So I think FNF is just now its own entity. But the second MRB were the guys that spearheaded the separation of the branches back then. So we got Op4 on this defensive line. They're taking a few casualties. We do have the 50 cal Humvee being driven here. You can see the Op4, they do have a few casualties here. Blue 4 as well, but Op4 seem to have more. But you also have to understand that this is the last round. Usually when people die, they just leave the server outright. So Bravo's going to move over to Alpha. Looks like Op4 spotted this Hunt IR, though, so they know that stuff is potentially going to come in from the south, which is why you have these defensive forces right here. And they also did lose two guys in there, so I guess Bravo is going to come up this route. But you have Op4 kind of lying in wait here, ready to hit anyone that comes through this open area. I just heard an RPG-32 launch. And they're hitting around here. And that sounded like a Moz round coming in as well. And it looks like they're rearming the Moz there, but Moz round definitely came along the Op4 defensive line right here. So Blue 4 is definitely trying to push this position, but pin a lot of Op4 forces here. What I'm worried about, though, is Blue 4 throwing themselves to this defensive line and getting slaughtered, and then Op4, when this terminal gets hacked, all just turning around and setting up a new defensive line. And basically defeating the attacking force in detail as we see two separate attacks come in. But Alpha's certainly making haste to start trying to pull Op4 away, because the goal here is to have Blue 4 close in. Op4 realize they're getting hacked and immediately fold away from some of their positions to make sure they don't lose the round, and then Blue 4 basically clean up whatever's left, and then they sandwich the remaining Op4 elements in here. But if done at wrong times, or timed improperly, Op4 can repel this attack, Blue 4 gets entirely wiped, and then Op4 just turns around and deals with that as well. More Moz rounds coming in. RPG 32 getting a third round launched over, and they finally destroy that Vic. Pierce timing a grenade throw over. It's a little too short of a fuse there. Held on for it for a little too long, trying to kill Butler. Oh, but he gets him with that one. He got some 42 Overwatch from this little hole right here. Other Moz round comes in. They're just trying to snipe that poor guy right there. But I guess they realize that all of Op4's vehicles are down, so I can just try to shoot at infantry with that. What's interesting about this is these guys are going to potentially catch Bravo out of position when Alpha's going to be already on the terminal, but if they try to then transition to the terminal, if Alpha initiates the hack, they could get pinned between the two Blue 4 elements here. But they know there's something down here, and they're trying to react to it. Blue 4 definitely are not going to be able to penetrate this defensive line, though, at full strength. Op4 have just whittled them down too much. But you got a big chunk of Blue 4 back here ready to start taking things. Bravo starting to initiate the contact here. That's going to keep these guys pinned, and then you got a full squad that can then sweep. What I'm curious, though, is there an explosive trap on these positions? There are tripwire mines, though. Sam is an 18 gunner, though. He's not an explosive specialist. He's running on the angle where he might find the mines. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm on the terminal.
Bye, Sam. Oh. I saw that going differently in my head. I thought that was going to be an explosive Apers, not a flare Apers. And that should have been shooting flares in the air and making a bunch of noise, too. So, I don't know. I think we were all hoping for the boom at that point, but Terminal's been interacted with. We won't get a prompt. We didn't actually, we might have heard the notification bell, but we'll see. But now you got Blue 4 in these forests, so if Op4 tries to pull back and stop it, that's it. So we'll probably see some movement now from these guys pulling back to form defensives around these zones, but looks like they're actually trying to fold down to that terminal instead, so Bravo's going to push in. Now you got Blue 4 attacking now from the west. But we could see this force still stay pinned to fight these guys. We just saw a Blue 4 guy run behind that building only for it to get blown up. Oh, that was dubious. I can't even see the man's body. Ah, here it is. Yeah, the gun's still twitching. Brutal. So I got Op4 trying to run up, but they are now being engaged. Grenade is thrown by Schnuffles and gets caught by that tree, and I'm pretty sure he just knocked himself out to his own grenade right there, because you just saw that tree take it. So a little bit of a blunder by Schnuffles there. There's that terminal going off. Op4 folded back to this position Alpha, actually... Okay, no, so they're divided in 3 groups. I was about to say, like, there were more than 3 right there, but I think Shuffles woke back up holding to get gunned down. You got these 3 now moving around, but Piranha is over here. And immediately tries to get into a firing position, but gets spotted and headshotted. You gotta remember, when you go prone, your head's in front of you, and if that head gets hit, you're dead. Instantly. Harrington and Slig fighting. Harrington, I think, ran out of ammo. Slig trying to get away. Has a little cover to hide.
But I'm about to die. I'm making a valiant last stand.
Saying that on yelling to taunt Blue 4. I don't know. I mean, Blue 4 doesn't really have the manpower advantage anymore. You could have Echo reinforced with 4 additional people, but... Oh, this could still go either way. These guys sweeping from the south to put more pressure on the infantry. Not a lot of the infantry fell back, though, so that's kind of taken away from the actual attack, and Op 4 could stop it. Little calm before the storm. Got a bunch of smoke rounds being fired. Echo coming in to reinforce. The 2 3-man teams in Alpha could be enough, though, to overpower this defensive group. Kabubi taking fire from his Dishka position. He tries to fold away. Blue 4 taking some fire as they push in. There goes Dream. Where are your crack monkeys now, you goober? I was about to say, did you just get friendly fire? But no, we're just seeing a daisy chain instead. RPG fires in. Minimal damage. GL is a smoke. That goes wide. Naf's moving around. Avoids that grenade. More grenades going off. They're a little far from the infantry, still getting hits.
69 nicey.
Son of Shadow, thanks for the 69-month resub. Very nice indeed, broski. I hope you keep enjoying the operation. That's how we get a nice kick out of this scenario. Spearhead's alright, needs more time in the oven, but it's a great start. TLDR for that World War II CDLC that recently came out. Davik trying to get Daedalus, runs out of ammo because he's definitely panic firing and squeezing that trigger a bit. That's jerking his aim. Naf's trying to catch Wombat. Okay, then. Okay, then. Yeah, speaking of potato aim. I feel like Blue 4 have wrestled that numbers advantage back ever so slightly, and it's definitely... I don't know, between the divide right here, I feel like if the infantry here were to regroup and start actually hitting the objectives, that could catch a lot of Op 4 out of position. We got Blue 4 also trying to push the garrisons just to make this a massive village fight. So it's just going to be a lot of CQC here. Got mostly caught in that chain link fence. Wombat gets knocked out by the 249 that Puma had. GL is being fired on this building. Nordic and Rocky moving in. The 4-man Echo team also starting to come in, but they're taking the long way around, maybe to then come in and try to hit that terminal to sandwich that final position. Settler trying to flank around. He gets taken out by Dream on security. Dream's on 4 kills, by the way. He's also stolen an RPK and an RPG. Okay. Good weapons to have. And I feel like Blue 4 is just solidifying the number advantage right now. It's slight still. Op 4 could still bounce back. Because we see Blue 4 committing decent chunks of manpower to more frivolous movements here. The fight right here is pretty even, but seems to be leaning in Blue 4's favor at the moment. Dobbs only had a few bullets in that magazine, and he pays for it. Lurch doing attack reload. Asano trying to catch Malin, but Malin gets the headshot. Attack reload for Malin. Dream suppressing that window. Ben trying to get an angle with his marksman rifle, but the rooftop ricochets all of his rounds he fired. Roderick gets a kill on someone who stole an MG42, so he's going to take that MG42 back. Ben doing another attack reload. RPG fired down. Another RPG fired back. And Blue Force still being slow to push the actual objectives. We've only been it for 25 minutes. Jeez, look at that body. He's just hanging around. Don't mind him. Rodriguez still coming around along the rear. Lolo staying low. Will Rodriguez spot him and boop him? Or he's going to run in front of Lolo's line of fire. Nope. Rodriguez on 6 kills, by the way. He's been picking people off on the rear line. Blue 4 have, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Op 4 have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Blue 4 have the number advantage, but Op 4 have more people committed in the AO. Could still go either way at this point. Roderick trying to get the attention of some Op 4 elements here. I think he's just trying to figure out where more Blue 4 are at this point. You're going to see these 3 swing around, potentially get Terminal 1 here. Still having a firefight. Jib knocks out Sammy. Rodri, he's getting in the open, but looks like he's now folding in. He's checking the bushes. He spots Jib. He shouts something and then tags him. Rocky gets low, immediately starts shooting the 249 and knocks Rodrigue out. Meanwhile, Blue 4 pushing in here. They get a kill on someone. That, I think, was Ben. You got Kermit and Zixme, though, locally. Kermit now moving in, getting on 1v1 with Dream. And Dream gets blown away. Dream on 5 kills by the end of that. Kermit on 1, Zixme on none. Zixme doing a quick reload there. Malin contending with Kermit. He's only got smoke GLs left at this point. Explosives being thrown at the Blue 4 elements over here. And you got Blue 4 doing some long-range fire. Trying to get hits on Tackleberry being pulled away by Depso. That building goes up. One of the Blue 4 guys is down. Malin busy bandaging himself. Opt for pulling away from the terminals, though, and instead folding in. Zixme tapping, double tapping a body there. And it looks like Malin found Depso. And he gets Zixme. And that's GG. Blue 4 just has to move in and touch the terminals. If Kermit dies... I think Malin just bled out. Yep. It's rare to see a bleed out kill while people are still up, but that's all it is. Now you just gotta see Blue 4 run in, tap the terminals, or we gotta see Kermit die, because I doubt we're gonna see Tackleberry and Sammy wake back up, so that's it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to shoot for coming back around 7 o'clock, maybe 7:15 at the latest. We'll do some mission dev for the Karma Cut Op tomorrow. Looks like that little notification beep was for Company HQ taking that terminal. Echo's going to possibly run up and take that other terminal. I doubt Kermit can one-man this. It's just too open on that field, but yeah, that'll be our evening. If we don't finish the mission dev by 9, I'll be wrapping up by 8:50. I'll be chilling for a few hours with Bloodwing, and then I'll come back. If there's still at least 25 minutes of mission dev or more to do, I'll stream it. If not, I'll just chill. Finish that on the side, maybe tomorrow morning at that point, and then I might come back and stream Dark Tide. We'll see what I'm feeling like. We're just waiting for Echo to come up and tap it. I think Kermit's looting right now. Taking what he can. And there's the other terminal being tapped. There it is. So that's a 90-second timer Kermit has to get back there and stop it. There's Blue 4 on that position, though, and it looks like he's going for it. Oh, I'm sorry. Right. Drum roll, please. Can Kermit channel his inner Audrey Hotto and somehow one-man this objective? Currently, it's a 1 versus 7. Both terminals have been tapped, and Kermit only has less than a minute to interact with that terminal before it explodes. Personally, my money is on Kermit for this one. He's the best player here in FNF today. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and I'll see you at the top of the hour for some mission dev.